Oh,
go,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I just clicked it. I'm sorry.
Alright, how's everyone's Sunday afternoon?
We are officially live though, so no
we are
dropping words.
live.
Why would you do that?
We
Now objecting, Bacon.
Why we
I'm
only
sorry. It's my first time
Oh
doing a
my
stream
God.
like this.
Son of a biscuit.
So who's got the questions when we get to that point?
Okay, so I don't have access to the questions because I'm on my phone. I'm in the park, so like I don't have access to
You
that.
got the Q's, I got the A. We got this.
I got the keys to
A
success.
very nice A.
A. Oh, Bacon knows.
Oh,
Bacon knows the
oh.
vibe.
Dude, I see.
Ooh.
I see you, man. I saw you how fast you were walking last year.
Wait, Bacon, is that mug from? Did you get that mug at a con where you could get like refillable sodas?
Yes, Becker knows.
Yeah, he did. He got it from KomoriCon, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
They're great. I love that.
This thing is
Oh,
so.
now
This
it's
thing's an
gonna be
absolute
way in the
unit.
past, I was
That is a
sure it's
really
gonna
cool
be
mug,
okay.
actually.
Thank
It's
you.
really awesome.
I'm kind
I
of
really
sad I
like it.
didn't buy one.
Shout
Bacon really
out-
wanted me to get one. I'm just like, whatever.
Shout out
You
to
can bring them
Wild
to
Bills.
any con and you will get.
could.
Yeah, you could an unlimited soda.
Shout
from
out to
them.
Wild Bill's
Yo!
crazy soda.
Wild Bill sodas. No,
Yeah.
their cherry cream soda is amazing.
15 watching. Okay, we already got a release 26
Oh, man,
2019 in
okay.
review.
Oh no.
2016 in review. It has. That's like 4 years ago, bro.
We could do
Guys,
one.
Yo, what is up, everyone in chat?
Man,
So someone-
2016 was like so fucking
They're-
long ago.
they're already
now that I
calling
think
out my
about it, 'cause, like,
computer.
wow.
I have yet to
2016 was,
activate
like,
Windows. I'm
almost
sorry.
4 years ago. It's crazy.
It
Several
was 4
crises
years
ago.
ago.
It feels longer because we're only like
Almost.
6 months into
We're
2020,
almost.
and I'm just like, it's only June.
It's only June. Okay.
It's Junie
It's
Tyson.
Oh, shut
oh,
up.
You know-
fuck. Ah.
2016 was the year that I got into anime. So it's like now that it's 2020, it's like technically that that 4 year span. It's like that's the same length as high school, and it does not feel like that at all.
High school never ends. Shout out to Bowling for Soup.
Oh, Bowling for Soup. Good band.
So for people who don't know, who just joined our Discord stream, we actually have what do we call like viewership goals?
Oh,
What are we called?
God, this feels like
Simris,
such
we
like a
can't
camera
hear your
show.
mic.
Mine.
So we gotta,
What?
you gotta boost those numbers up. Those are rookie mic volumes.
Ooh,
I'm turning everyone up on my end.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let
So
me
we're
figure out
gonna-
how to do that. I'm debuting a brand new mic.
L.
You sound pretty good on
Ooh,
my end because I turned you up on Discord, but keep it going. Should we all introduce
my end?
ourselves?
Are we about to
Send it to
turn
200. Send it to
I didn't realize
200,
we were already
Bacon.
live.
Oh, my bad, Maz. Yeah, we're live.
Bacon, just 200%. 200%. I want to see it at 200%.
If
For
they
Simris.
know,
That
we
would
know.
probably not work
See,
out well.
this sounds the best when you're at 0. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh.
you know the
You got
vibe.
your finger on the button. You feel a pun coming up? Just
Yeah. Let's see. He's gonna make a joke. Mute him. All right. Yeah. That was really
Shit pun,
fun.
more like none.
I think I gotta get real in close on the microphone.
You,
Ooh, you sound
wow, you sound
lovely.
great.
Was this AMR? ASMRIS MR?
Cinerus doing
But we have
ASMR
to let
videos.
everyone know of our streamer goals. That's
Yes.
important.
Okay, so
Yes,
We're
we did.
already past
Yes, we
a
did.
couple.
We are.
can you?
Shad, you
I,
wanna
I had
introduce-
no idea like how hard I should make these.
ooh, how
No,
hard.
these are good. These are
Yeah,
good.
Simris,
Okay.
you should
They're
share
fairly
the
placid,
sub
don't
goals.
worry.
The stream goals.
Class.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll share the screen goals. So we have already passed a couple of them. At 10 goals, at 10 viewers, we would release 2019 in review. Not immediately, but soon. It will happen.
Eventually.
You know,
Now,
Well,
now
not even
Becker's
soon.
obligated
One
to-
day.
it means we're gonna start.
Yeah. now we're obligated to
working
start
on it.
working on 2019.
Yeah, now
review.
we're pressured.
We'll be contacting people to record it soon. At 15, we will be holding a bracket for new emote suggestions. We'll probably take 32 or 64 of them.
That's a shit ton, actually.
We'll yeah, we'll have to
Everybody
figure
has
out
a
how
favorite,
we
so-
decide which ones are going in the bracket. But we will hold a
Oh,
bracket,
shit, there's cops here.
and when it is done, the winner of the bracket, which will be voted on by all of our viewers, will be permanently added to our Discord. So that's a big ticket item. At 20, we will do a new food cast. We haven't done one of these in a long time, but they're a lot of fun. And I actually have not been on one yet. So
We gotta do
I,
a pizza cast.
So okay, I knew that was gonna
I'm
come
not
up.
going to be on
We
the
got a lot
pizza
of
cast.
questions asking about pizza.
Well,
we have
we
it's
have a
gotta be
lot
known
of
the vibes.
There are a lot of questions about pizza, actually.
yeah, and I didn't want to step in on that one because I'm not a pizza expert. Then again, Becker's gone to the one pizza place I do like in my town, but it's like that's not gonna stamp to East Coast pizza. So I don't think I have any say in that episode when I haven't tried all the best pizza in the world. But go on.
Oh, whatever. Everyone can jump on. Everyone can
Right.
hop on. You know.
Oh,
At 25, which we have also hit, Tane Becker will collaborate on an anime cipher.
Oh.
You know
Oh,
the two
no,
of them?
okay.
What?
Musical
No.
geniuses.
These are just things we're gonna do anyway. But now that we have incentive to do them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
now we're obligated to actually get off our
Oh
ass.
man, if you
No,
guys
well,
really
shit.
insist.
Wait, where's
Next
where's the melody and beat coming from? Because I got
30.
someone that could.
We have one. We
Oh,
have
is that
the
that one you
technology.
posted way back?
Yeah, we have the
Yeah,
technology.
we
Like
have-
2018.
We've gotten a demo.
2019
Um,
roundup.
So 30, which we just hit. We're at 31 viewers right now.
Nice.
We'll hold another bracket on our Discord. This one will be for episode suggestions, which could be shows. They could be dramas, like if you want us to do like a new cute girls doing cute things or whatever, or just like general anime subjects. Whatever you want can be submitted, and the winner of that bracket we will record an episode on. And I think probably like the person who suggests it, we can have on as a guest too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
If they got
So
a
those
good
are all of
mic.
the ones we have hit already. Once we get to 40, all of us will immediately stop what we are doing. We will drop and we will all attempt 20
No.
push-ups.
Okay.
Okay.
Except me, I have a shoulder condition.
And I also have a shoulder condition.
and
I
I'm
also have
outside.
Probably just easy. I don't want to do
So
it.
actually, none of us are gonna do this.
Am I the only one that's gonna do
I'm
it?
gonna do this.
No, we're just gonna get
Wait,
bacon. We're
wait,
gonna get bacon. We're gonna
I
get
mean,
bacon
I'll-
and
Can
eggs.
do it. Like, what if the
Bacon's the
people
only
can
one
do
fit
it?
for
Pick up
this.
the slack for the other ones. Like, I'll do.
Exactly.
Wait,
I'll
so-
do
Bacon, you talk about how jacked you are. You should be able to do 20 push-ups for all of us.
So, side note, I haven't been working out as hard because of the whole quarantine thing, and I did do the One Punch Man workout yesterday. So I'm a little sore, but if we have to do it like Coach Carter, where I have to take your guys' push-ups and it all goes to me, then fine. But that means I get to throw something back at you guys at least. Okay, how about
Yes.
that? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
At the next
Equivalent
work,
Yeah,
exchange
right.
their ass. Do it.
so
Equivalent exchange.
so for how many viewers is that? And can we like bump everything
That's
up?
40. It's 8
40.
viewers away. We're getting
Yeah.
dangerously close.
Okay, so
So make us
45.
push-
Stop the stream. Stop it.
Make Decker do them in the weird ass park he's at.
No,
Make
at,
him just
at
not
45,
weird, you
everyone
guys.
else at 45, everyone else does 10 squats.
It's a very beautiful park.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, squats. So we can at least see each other. Because me, you're just gonna see my head bobbing up and down. And it's like, we've seen that before. Trust
What are you
me.
doing, buddy?
All right.
Okay.
Go
at
on.
50, we're going back to the emote suggestion bracket. At 50 viewers, the final 4 of that bracket will all be permanently added to the Discord.
Oh
Wow.
god, they're all gonna be
Romeo?
Romeo variants.
They're all gonna be Romeos. We all
God,
got
why?
never Romeo. What are the
Like you say,
fucking, what is it,
64 is a lot of
Capulets?
emotes. There's at least that many Romeos.
Uh-huh.
I still know his
At
characters.
75, then, big jump up. The rest of us will also contribute our voices to the anime cipher. If we get to 75, it's not just going to be Tay and Becker. All
How's it
8
that
of
I
us.
joke about
We
having
need
a
to
mixtape and yeah, I'm not invited to this? Wow.
You are invited to this. You are exclusively
You are
invited.
literally, yeah. You, it's just gonna be you, buddy. Come on.
Yes.
By all of us, we mean bacon. We're once again.
Mm-hmm.
happy.
And at 100 viewers, we
I'm
will
really-
make our Discord icon, our YouTube icon, and our Twitter icon the OG classic Romeo image for a full month.
Oh god, that sounds fucking awful.
Amazing.
Alright.
Thanks,
Sinners
I
killed
hate
it
it.
with these goals. These are life goals.
These are,
If you-
yeah.
If you guys
These
get
are
us to
waifu
100,
goals.
if you guys get us to 100, we'll just Romeo the fuck out. Just do
I'm gonna
it.
size the
Is
whole
it sad
thing.
that I don't know who
Start
this
over,
Romeo
new
character is?
He's
I
gonna delete the account. He'll be like, yeah, it's too far.
But also,
Yeah.
thank you to everyone who's showing so far. Like, chat's blowing up. This is crazy. Good to see the usual. Good to see Lyle, Baloo, Alex.
Legendary Kamimashita.
Yeah,
Someone wants a Junie tie cast again.
We got
Twitter
Conjure,
celebrity.
Hey, we
the
actually have to do a
brother
Judy
of
Kai-
who is
Kai
Roger.
cast.
bullying me. We got Kichiwachi Kamimashita, legendary YouTuber Kamimashita in the chat.
Dude,
You love
Kichi
Alright.
is the
We
best.
actually
He's
have
also-
esteemed
see
guest
them.
Caverick Anime in our chat as well.
Caverick
Every
Anime.
anime.
Like,
Wait, we just did
Anime
41. We just
in the
did 41.
flesh.
Bacon, get
Whoa.
ready
As
to do
opposed
your
to
push-ups.
Caverick.
Whoa, how many do I have to do?
Oh shit,
We
we're
got
there.
42.
We're at
42 viewers.
Oh,
Let's go.
3 more. You guys gotta do squats. We're gonna be working out in the next minute, but I might as well get
Yo, I
started.
can do
Yep,
squats.
yep.
I can do squats if you do push-ups. I'll do 20
I'll tell you what,
squats.
I'll get like my my like band that I use.
How many am I doing?
You're doing so. Wait, Me and Maz can do squats.
Are we doing? Are we Coach Cartering this, or did I still
No, I
just
think
take
we're all
time?
just squatting.
I'll do like these arm stretches that I gotta do it as like.
Maz will do
just
his
gonna
like
do-
assigned physical therapy on camera.
Wait, no, Bacon, you actually have to do push-ups. You actually. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Bacon.
All right, let's count
There
it.
you
Let's
go.
count it, let's count
I'll
it.
do some
1,
too.
2,
I'll do-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I love the
11,
rubber fight the power
12,
flag right
13,
behind him.
14, 15,
Thank you.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Nice. Let's go, Bacon.
That was impressive.
Did you guys see my stomach coming out my shirt? That's when I felt self-conscious.
That was pretty hot, yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Panda with the squats. You love to see
Yes!
it. Okay, let's
Look
go.
at these
Let's go.
goats. I just love how we got like. This is what happens when you do the no camera icon only gang. No one can tell if you're
No
working
one can
out.
tell. If you're
Oh,
cheating.
I'm the only one that's actually moving, so like I kind of like cheated the system because I'm walking the entire time. Like,
And people are gonna be
Working
confused
on
as fuck. They're like, "What's going on with this Q&A? Why are they just working out?"
Well, we all need to take our mic.
Question yet?
Dude, sitting
Okay.
sitting at your computer desk is
yo,
really
OnlyFans
bad for
working
you.
out. That's crazy.
Okay,
No,
Q&A.
yeah, don't join
Oh,
them.
it's allowed since dumbbell.
Dumbbell saved
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
Bye, Cav.
Weeps can work out now.
No,
Yes.
Cav is trying to join the camera gang. We need to be balanced.
But he
Make-
left
If only Google Hangouts didn't die, it would be so much easier.
Right.
200 viewers. We bring
Did you
back
guys see they have like
Hangouts.
Google
Bring
Meetings
back
now?
Google Hangouts.
Google
Google Hangouts
Meetings?
still exist. You just can't do the live thing with it.
I thought
Okay.
they have Google Meetings now, and I was like, what the hell is that?
Did they discontinue that at the worst time? Now everyone needs like live chat now.
That was not a
They
move
fucking
that
knew
aged
it.
well.
Yeah,
It's
they
so
knew.
stupid. because
Wait, what-
everybody
what's
was using it.
What's the goal for 50 again?
Goal
Wait,
for
we're about
50
to
is
hit
About to hit 50.
the final 4 of the emote suggestion bracket will all be permanently added to the Discord.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what?
This is
Yeah.
going to be the most exciting thing we do for months. Dead
You
ass.
know what we're also gonna do at 69? At 69.
We're all gonna say
Nice.
nice. Nice.
Nice.
That's
Say
it.
nice. And also, we will do a Junie Tyson podcast.
No.
episode.
Yes, let's
Oh my
yeah.
god.
We
Let's
will
go.
do
I'm
it.
fine with
Yeah,
that.
I'm in. At
A
69,
Junie
we'll do a
Tyson
Junie
episode
Tyson.
at 69.
Sure.
69 episodes and Shaw will send me Junie Tyson.
It is on my shelf, and I will finally send it. I will finally send it.
It's a combo episode. It's
You know what
Junie
the biggest
Tyson-
problem is? Is that
Uh-huh.
Maz's birthday is like right after Christmas, so I can't even wait for like another time of year to send it. It's like I miss one deadline, and then there's another one. I'm like, I fucked up. Here's another year. It's over.
At this point, it's like, I wonder what's going to happen first. Like, Shaw sends me Junie Tyson, or Banjo sends me the prize I won for the 750,000 contest.
Yeah, I'll remind him. I'll
Wow.
remind him.
It's funny because we're so beyond that, like.
You know, he
milestone
actually
at this
did
point.
message me. He actually messaged me like last week. It's like, hey, Maz, I'm finally going to get on that. I'm like, all right.
Alright,
Oh my
cool,
gosh.
man. I'm still waiting
Alright,
for
should
Shaw
we
to give
start
me that
answering
Twin
some
Star
questions?
Exos shirt.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I-
as
yo,
soon
I
as I
don't know
need
where
to
that is.
answer some
I'm gonna-
questions.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be real.
that's
I have
fine
to
because I'm
find
never
it.
gonna watch that show. I thought it'd just be
I've-
funny to have that shirt, but at this point,
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
find you
who
one from
cares?
like Hot Topic and just mail it to you and be like, it
I
was in
would
my
be- I
closet all along.
It's from Crunchyroll, right? So it's probably
You're
just from
looking
Hot
up
Topic.
bacon.
They're probably made in the same place. Let's be honest.
Wait, I like low key
Look at
have
this
some
flute.
swag from Crunchyroll. I gotta find it. I have some like ReZero
Wait,
thing.
did
that
you get a
people would like.
wig?
You have.
I got a Levi wig.
That's
Yeah, that's
Oh,
clutch
Levi.
now.
A Levi wig?
Ooh,
Yeah,
clutch.
I gotta get that. That will be clutch. Make me look like Justin Bieber as fuck right now. Let's go.
JP.
Shaw was so proud of
You really
that.
wanna
Joseph
be Justin
Bieber.
Bieber as fuck.
Yo, JJBAF.
JJBAF. Okay,
Right.
I guess we have actual
90
questions.
viewers, Shaw has to do a Levi cosplay.
We're at 42.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'll just do it at 9. Fuck it, whatever.
Oh.
Like his
Alright.
height. I'm already there.
Okay, first
Wait, so
first question.
At 69, we're gonna do a Junie Tyson Citrus podcast. It'll be the two.
shit.
Okay,
of
we
them.
do both at the same time.
We do
Who's
both.
at the same crossover? Junie Tyson.
One half.
We
of us
explain how
watches
Citrus and
Junie
Junie
the other
Tyson
half-
are on thematic levels the same show, actually.
No.
Streamlabs.
Let's do no, just ordinary OBS. Okay, we're back
So should
online.
we like
we're
answer
back
some
up.
questions at some point, or like?
Yes,
I was gonna say.
Live
What do we
again?
do?
we're back on.
I think
we're
we're
back.
live
Are we
again.
back?
We're back
Are we
live.
back?
Told you
I
I'd
think
get
we're
it.
back.
Are we on the internet?
we-
Yeah, I think we're on the internet. We back. We
We
back.
back.
You
We
guys
back.
want Romeo. We
I
back.
I told
Are we
you
back?
I got this.
We back. We back.
And we back.
back.
And we back.
Okay.
Yeah, this ain't no
Hey,
intro.
probably-
Hey,
Better than the
I'm
last
afraid.
time, baby.
Alright, I'm
Okay, So
Oh, we
question
never
time.
even like post a link or anything in announcements. Oops.
Oh, did we post a tweet about
No,
this?
I'll link
Oh,
it.
whoops.
In the meantime,
It
we
is
should
on Twitter.
probably answer a question.
We have
Okay.
questions?
Yes, unfortunately.
That why we
Oh, hang on. I've got a good question to start us off with. Let me find it on the document real quick. I can find it. I'm sorry, I could do this.
Shit.
Oh my god, there's so many questions. This was not.
Wait, I don't even know what the doc is.
We posted it in chat.
I even pinged it. Okay.
Okay,
here's
I'm
the- here's
back.
the question. All right. First question comes from Twitter user @MozillaFennekin. How do I
Oh,
tell my
fuck
friends
yeah.
on Discord that they are really bad at submitting questions without hurting their feelings?
Oh god, do we have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the questions themselves? Like,
I think Maz's question answers the question.
yes, it does.
I think
We
that's
got
kind
a
of
lot of
We did get some good
lovely
questions.
from
Just
some very
marinate on that question for a bit.
enthusiastic
Like, you
people.
know the answer.
Well, I mean, there was like some good there were like actually a lot of good questions, and then there were kind of some like like one-off questions that we could answer.
What's your
within a
favorite
couple seconds.
anime, guys?
Oh,
But then there's
God.
like the ones of like, which would you rather smell, like a lolly's foot or a furry's armpit? Like those are the like quality of questions.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
Oh, topical.
The answer
I no
is
longer
no.
know the vibes.
The answer is no.
What about
Yeah.
furry lolly?
but this is actually like a really good question to start off with, which some people might not know. It's Lyle asked us like, how did the R Anime podcast start, and how did the current members join the podcast?
Oh,
That's
God.
actually like,
lore.
How much time do you have?
The lore.
This is a story all about how
Wait.
my life turned upside
Sit
down.
down.
And I'd like to take a minute, just
Sit
sit right
right
there,
there.
and I'll
I
tell you
got the questions about the R Anime podcast.
We're not air. Hey.
I guess I'll just.
Also,
crap.
We have a question in chat, which is this cast sponsored by High Dive? Which I don't believe this particular episode is sponsored by High Dive, but you can always go to highdive.com/lp/RA2020 to sign up for a free month subscription of High Dive. Thanks to our friends over at High Dive and Sentai Filmworks through the R Anime podcast, so definitely check it out over there.
Whoa.
I did just want to point out that this I have like a bunch of G Fuel, which is a practical joke. Like we're not actually sponsored by G Fuel or anything.
yes,
Oh, when are we gonna do that energy drink
Yes,
cast?
yo, dream bigger,
I've been
dream
waiting.
bigger.
yeah, but
I
yeah,
do
so-
have a can of Bang in my pocket in case I do get tired. So
But,
yeah.
we can, I think you were
if you
about
ain't
to
banging,
answer
you
the
ain't
question.
hanging.
You-
a
you
week.
know,
Oh yeah, okay, so to give the best summary of how this podcast first started, I guess the only like original members that I would say are left are myself, Cav, and 17. This was started by an R Anime moderator, if you guys remember him. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to mention him, but he
Ken?
started. Who? I can't.
You can
No.
mention it again.
It was started by.
Who
by
shall not be named?
he who shall not be. It was started by
Lord.
by Faux Wizard, and he's like, "Oh, start an R Anime podcast," and me being the new R Anime person, like, "Oh wow, R Anime is great. So, what's your favorite anime?" And getting shut down. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is a great community, yeah." And then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, we're opening up applications to the R Anime podcast," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I want to talk anime with some really smart people." And I submitted an application, and it's like my most well-written thing ever. I don't even know where it's at. And they accepted me, and we're the old school members in there. Like, I freaking miss like Across. I freaking miss
Legendary.
yeah, Legendary, dude. Yeah, I
For
miss
better or
Phone
worse,
Man.
legendary.
Right. And then we started off, and Cav too, and like we started off just trying to like get to know each other kind of bit, because we're all strangers. At least most of them were. Well, and Urban.
Yeah.
Urban's dope. And we were playing Cards Against Humanity together, and then we were doing like practice episodes, and eventually I was just trying to push for. I was like, when are we gonna do first episode? And we were doing this for like months, and finally, we finally got our first episode out, and it was meh. And then we had some episodes up that we took down. We had someone else from Anime Summit try to manage our podcast, and it didn't work out too well, so we disbanded that. Then after a while, we were trying to get new members because other members started leaving. Like, things weren't taking traction. Finally, when I was in that one old ass Skype call that I was invited to through other R Anime users, I started talking with Becker. Started talking.
Illuminati Skype calls though.
Dude, right?
No, for realsies though.
Dude, and I still felt kind of small because in my mind I was like, oh, look at all these guys. They're all these popular people talking about anime. I don't know if I should talk because they might think I'm
The
trash.
power users though.
Yeah, the power users. Yeah, that's what we call them.
Power users. That's a name. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Holy shit.
And
Yep.
and the thing is like I remember saying like, who should we add as members? I'm like, oh, we should add Smurf, we should add Becker, and we should add Randy. And then we added them on, and then that's when they started taking things by the wheel and started like going up and all that stuff. So I was like, yeah, for sure. Fast forward now, and then all the other users like Moz, Fate, and Sinner's Panic, and Shaw, they all like weaseled their way into the podcast. And welcome.
I don't think it was weaseled. I think we were just like, hey, or not me. It was like, we like these people. Let's have them on podcasts. And they just kind of just stuck around, I guess. Not really weaseled, but
I know, yeah, I'm
just like
joking.
having them around.
Bacon's like, yeah, about that they weaseled.
Yeah, how did,
You are
Honestly,
just
Bacon, you're throwing shade.
I'm
I
sorry.
think-
Definitely weasel.
I legit I had to be rushed to the ER during my first episode or like the second episode with the podcast.
I remember
No
that.
Fate.
Did you
had to
really?
get
Like the
weaseled
I haven't heard this
to the
story.
ER.
Wait, Sinners, you haven't heard this story?
The
No.
legend.
Let's hear it.
Oh
think
man,
I've
so
heard
we're
the story.
doing the fan service episode, which I didn't really want to be on, but I was like, fuck it, I want to be on this podcast. They wanted
Yeah, in
me to be
retrospect, I
on
don't know
it.
why you were on that, to be
I
honest.
don't know why I was on the fan service podcast. But I
Whatever.
was like, I had some really good, not like decent food earlier that day, and I'd also had a hot dog outside Yankee Stadium the day before, which would not recommend doing now. Anyway, as I'm like, yeah, I got too hot and bothered. Legendary YouTuber Kamimashita has the right thing. Got too hot and bothered by all the talking about fan service.
Lol.
I know. I had to excuse myself like once because I had to like just throw up in the bathroom.
Oh god.
Oh, nice.
During
And
the
then I was
episode.
like- and then I came back and then I was like, all right, let's keep recording, right? And I had to do this like 3 times, and probably by the second or third time I should have realized that something was really wrong, right? But I'm an idiot, so I was like, oh.
Third
no.
time's a charm.
Yeah, it's the charm. Anyway, we finished the episode. I'm like, guys, I'm feeling a little sick, but like, hey, this was great podcast, right? And so I'm like, I've literally emptied everything in my stomach at that point, and I'm like laying
Good.
down, and you know, the best thing to do when you're not feeling well is watch K-On! And so I just pulled up K-On! And I started watching K-On! On my phone, and I was like, I still feel really sick. And then I kept throwing up, even though there should have been nothing left in my system.
Ooh.
And I was like, maybe this is not good for me. And so, thankfully, the hospital was like literally right across the street. Like we were literally faced the hospital, Mount Sinai, New York, when I was in law school. And so I literally like rolled out of bed and like dragged my corpse into the ER. And they were like, yeah, so you not only have food poisoning, but you also have the stomach virus and you have the stomach flu. Those are all 3 distinct things.
Jesus, man.
I-
Those
I
are
was
like,
like,
those Yankee
oh,
Stadium
epic.
hot dogs will really do you. Huh?
And
Yo,
then
how about
Kay
the
was
Yankees,
like,
though?
poggers.
This is great. This is my first week in law school, and my body is actively rejecting the food in New York.
It's funny because the best hot dog like the last time I went to New York was in 2015, and the best hot dog I ever had was just on the street somewhere. I mean, from like an actual food
Like it was
stand. we would
literally
just
on the
pick up-
ground?
Yes,
on
yeah,
the ground, you were
exactly
just
what
walking. You're like, ooh, it's a wild hot dog, and it's natural.
It's a barrel hog.
Scary.
Barrel dog.
No, but me and my mom were walking around downtown because I wanted to go to Nintendo World, and I did go to Nintendo World.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so we were just walking around, and we just stopped at a hot dog stand, and it was just a regular ass hot dog that had hot mustard on it. And I don't even like mustard, but I just devoured this thing in like 2 bites. It was so fucking good.
Wow.
That's funny.
Street
'cause
food-
the
street
worst
food
hot
good.
dog I ever had was in New
They
York.
know what they're about.
How dare you say that? I've yet to go to New York, so you guys have more experience than I do.
Oh, yo,
I
you gotta
blame-
come. Yo, if Anime NYC happens, we gotta have a
It's
pod
not
about
happening.
Anime
There's
NYC.
no way.
Next year, next
It's
year, next
not.
year, next year.
Next year.
Next
yeah.
Next year.
Oh, we-
But I see them on Twitter acting like it's still gonna happen.
It's not. Yo,
It's not.
Yo, that's really shady.
They gotta-
Actually, like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
still gonna happen, guys.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though fucking
gotta-
AI
we got a new
canceled,
poster.
like,
It's One Piece. Take a look.
Oh,
Look,
man.
guys, anime.
Dude, this is gonna be like the first year
No,
of
shit,
time
Or
that I don't.
emotes.
We're at 51.
Or 51. What was the
Thank
deal?
you guys.
Ooh, poggers.
All right, 4 new community voted emotes happening in the
Now-
Discord.
Now,
Oh,
even when
no.
you lose, you still kind of win.
Oh god, it's
Yep.
just gonna be Romeo's. Oh,
Do we just take
God.
the last 64 unsuccessful
Romeo.
suggestions
Oh,
in the
Romeo.
suggestions box?
Yeah, I think that's what
Yes.
we do.
Just do them. One
Can
of
I
them is
also just
Romeo.
address? Judo JD asked, did I just suggest Kaon didn't cure my sickness? No, I actually think if I didn't,
It was instrumental.
No, he was gonna
In
die. Like,
have gonna die. It brought it down from like certain death to
this
just
is not the
you know,
same thing as like, oh, I feel down. No, he's gonna die, dude.
It was
I mean,
like,
that's
oh,
a
you just
good-
need
Tell
like
me that Kaon cannot cure medical issues?
I mean,
that's
Yes.
not true.
But that-
It is
that's a good-
medically proven that Kaon could cure
Yes,
everything.
if you're sick, please go to a doctor. Kaon is not a cure-all.
Kaon is not your doctor.
well, like,
But it helps.
It's a good thing to watch before you die. I mean, that's a good step.
Yeah,
Like
What's
you go
the
down.
best anime to watch before you die? That's a great question.
Kaon.
If you
One
wanna,
Piece,
if
then
you
you'll
wanna
never
cure
die.
Veroni, you need
It'll
both
never
God
end.
and
I would
anime on your
sit
side.
and watch
Yeah.
Daria, and
Oh,
it definitely
God.
made me feel better. I will say that. Fate, shut up. So that helped me a lot.
Why did you tell me to shut up? What was I?
You
gonna
know
say?
why. You know why. We all know why.
I mean, is that
You can
another
just Tell me to
question?
shut up. You can.
Hey,
Honestly, we all know why. We all know why.
We know the vibes.
We know the
We
vibe.
know the vibes.
All right, next,
Go sit in
next.
your corner, Tay.
All right, next question, and I knew we
Yeah,
would
let's
get through
let's
it.
answer some questions.
Okay, who's the question master?
Let's
wants
just
to be-
start. I'll give a question. All right, let's just start at the top of the list. All right, Tybas asks, "What are some episode concepts you dismissed due to a lack of common interest / time or other constraints?"
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if actually. I don't know if there's any episode that we've been like, yeah, we are going to do this, and then we just like outright canceled. Because there are plenty of episodes that we want to do, and like even if they've been in the in the planning of in the stage of yeah, we're going to do this someday for like 2 or 3 years, like we still will do it. It's just a matter of like getting all the right people at the same time, or just like
Schedules.
Like, I will say that there are a
Yeah.
couple episodes that I've started to. I got people together like, yeah, let's do this, and then they're not out because I'm unable to do a podcast or edit a podcast right now. So, yeah, various
that's-
factors.
We had talked about a Sword Art Online episode for a while, and then we.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
wanted
where we
to
had like
do
a
the
debate
video.
about Sword Online.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Is
like
it good?
that.
I've
I
got
want to
one.
do that.
We still want to
But
do
to be
I've
that.
got
fair, we
a-
still
an
have
answer
the
for
last
the
season of Alicization.
Ooh. Okay, Samus.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, I'd have
like-
to watch Alice then.
Like 2 years ago? No, not that long ago. Like a
It was a
year and
very
a
long
half
time
ago,
ago.
maybe. 17 and I, just the two of us, recorded a sort of different kind of episode where we were trying to do like a more direct, like, I don't want to say scholarly because that sounds really pretentious, but
It's
it's
not
the two
Like a
of
bad.
video
us.
essay or something.
Yeah, we were going to try to do like a video essay about like a specific subject from Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
I
Uh,
remember this. Yes.
And we did record the episode, but we didn't really plan it out very well in advance. So
Oh,
I didn't feel like
gross.
we didn't really end up saying anything that was like super insightful. So it just kind of died in editing and never got released.
wait, is it like still available? Did you guys like archive it at least? Like,
I probably
still wanna
still
hear
have
it.
it. I probably
Okay.
still have it in somewhere
In a
on my
draft.
computer.
Leak it.
Leak it, leaks. You, yo, at 100 viewers, we will leak this previously unheard episode.
At
Yeah.
101,
I
101
mean-
we get the leaked Legend of the Galactic Heroes episode.
I mean, at this point, people, now that you mentioned, people are gonna be asking for it. Like, now we gotta hear it, you know, kind of deal.
It's
So
the Snyder Cut. We released the Snyder Cut.
oh god, it's a Snyder Cut episode.
The butthole cut.
Oh my god.
Yes!
What?
Okay, there's a. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to give the context for the butthole.
Yeah,
If you know,
I
you
said
know.
it, so I feel like I have to.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I actually
Long-
vaguely know it, but I don't know the deeds. So please educate
Long
me.
story short, there is a rumored version of the movie Cats, where
Mm.
early in
Mm.
production,
Ooh.
all of the cats had like visible buttholes,
Yes.
and then like last minute they got edited out.
I would watch that. Yes.
There's
I
a
would
powerful
watch
movement
So
clamoring
panic.
for the release of the butthole. cut of
Panic knows.
Cats.
Panic knows what's
That's the
up.
version I'll see.
Panic
If someone
knows
edit
what's
them
up.
back in, then I'll see.
That's the only watchable version, guys.
You know
So-
what? I'll do it.
So that's
I'll
so
download
that's the only
movie.
idea that
Edit in
didn't go through.
buttholes.
I mean, other
Is that
than
a
that,
keyword?
like,
Is that a question we must answer? Cat buttholes and cats.
no, God, please, not now.
Best version of Cats.
That would be the most cat thing ever, though, is buttholes in your face, though. So it's like,
That's
whatever.
true, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh.
God damn.
Shaw, do you have a question you want to pick for us to answer?
Oh, actually, hang on. Let's follow this up with a question that Marsky asked, because this is actually a good like.
Oh, I'll
sequel
answer this.
to-
Oh yeah, Mark has got one good
yeah,
question.
that is
Yeah.
cool. That's
boy.
What happened to the Industry Insider AMA?
So that was like that was like a cool thing a couple months back where an executive
Oh,
from
right,
Cloverworks reached out to us and asked us to do a podcast, and like some scheduling kind of fell through, but we wanted to kind of gather some questions that we could ask them directly. So that's not like canceled. We still have all the questions, but we might try and reach back out to them to make it happen. But part of the reason we just didn't reveal information on it was because we weren't really sure what would happen with scheduling, and we wanted it to be a surprise. But
They
we'll
kind
try
of
and
boomed us too, didn't they?
Cancel
no,
culture
it
strikes
wasn't,
again.
no, it wasn't them. It was like they thought we could do it live, and it was right at the time when we had all the issues with Google Hangouts, and we couldn't do podcasts live. So,
That's it.
so
That's it.
it was more of like not communicating it 100%, and they had to do the AMA on the subreddit, and just
Right.
a lack of like our ability to do things live, thanks to getting boomed by Google Hangouts.
All right.
I'm just distracted by Moz's cat. It's so cute.
Oh my God, he's got his cat.
Is that Oliver?
Hi, say hi, Oliver.
Aww.
It starts talking.
Aw.
Hi. Oh God. Ah! That's a funny thing. Me and my buddies would talk like, how we talk to animals. Like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good dog? Can you imagine if they were like, hey, they're like, ah, because we start barking and yelling at them.
Is
like,
it me?
You know what to do? Like, wait, what?
What did
What to do?
What the hell? Yeah, that'd be cool if we did that Industry Insiders episode, but see,
Maybe someday.
Not
Stay
everything
tuned.
could go according to Keikaku, man. That's just how it is. It's just so sad.
Mhm.
How it do, baby?
So, okay, man. Mind if I choose a question?
Yeah, for sure.
it.
Fucking go for it.
So, oh god, I lost it. Okay, here's a general one. What's your favorite video game?
The world ends with you.
What if you don't play video games?
Yeah, this is from
Wait,
Nick,
Panic, what'd you
by
say?
the way.
I said Chrono Trigger.
Okay, Chrono
I've yet
Trigger.
to play that.
RPG.
Moss?
Like super.
The world ends with you.
I thought it was gonna be
Cigarettes?
Pokemon. Oh.
This is a tough one. I know there are like so many video games I've played that I really loved, but for some reason they just don't come to me when I have to think about like best games. I think off the top of my head, either BioShock or Dark Souls
No.
3.
How
Probably.
could you? No, Bioshock is mine. Take your Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I thought yours was Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
That's
Shaw.
probably my second.
Ooh.
Shaw.
No, that's like my second favorite. But Bioshock, I just love. I mean, like top 3, but like Bioshock is just like too good. It hits too hard.
Mhm.
It's
Mm.
different.
I started
It's
started playing Hollow Knight again yesterday. 'cause
Yes!
I might stream some Hollow Knight
My guy.
coming up.
It's so hard. It hurts my chest.
Yeah, I was trying to
Oh,
do
that's where your chest
an
pains are coming from, Bacon.
Shut up. Shut up.
I was trying to do a Steel Soul run. I did decently well. I almost died to Hornet, got past her, and then just like got absolutely rocked on the platforming, going in that vertical bit with
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
jellyfish right after the green path.
You're a monster.
So-
I've yet to beat Zolte and the Coliseum, and I just beat the whole game. I was like, I'm done with this game. Like, I basically rage
Yeah.
quit by beating the game, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm at 60% like completion. I'm like, I think I'm done. This is not good for me.
You gotta get the full 130%
It's-
completion.
It's hard. There's 30% more than 100.
It's something like that. It's 120 something.
That's booty. No. Okay. Nice. I'd probably say my favorite game. I guess I'm kind of cheating, but My favorite game would probably be the Kirby franchise.
Nice.
Because that's my hero. I'm building a Kirby shrine behind me, so hopefully that comes together come July.
Kirby good.
Yeah, he just wants to eat and
Kirby is
sing.
objectively the best, not anime, but video game character probably.
He is.
Objectively the
Goated.
cutest.
Yeah, the cutest
Love
too.
Kirby.
Pretty cute.
Yeah.
Kirby is pretty cute. How about you, Bex? What's your favorite game?
Tetris.
Nice.
I told you I didn't play video games, so I had to go with the
Epic.
basic bits answer.
That's
Dude,
classic.
I mean, that's a game that everyone has played, or
I
everyone knows. how to
approve of
play.
this choice.
My PS4 like Pro is still sitting on my dresser, just unopened. It's just staring at me.
Oh my god.
How about you, Cav?
I mean, it's obvious. Everyone who knows me knows it's Path of Exile. But it's a game that
Oh.
you should never play because it sucks your soul, life, and time out of you. And
I mean, that's
We're like
MMO.
Yeah.
Sexile, am I right?
That sounds like my kind of thing.
you don't need to play it, no. It's like Gacha, but
You're making me like play with like reverse psychology, bro. Like,
Making us all play it. We're all gonna buy it right now.
Fate, what's yours?
Rainbow
Fate Go.
Order.
Fate
Yeah, I
Go,
was
Fate
gonna
Go.
say between Overwatch and Fate Go. I think I really like the competitive aspect of Overwatch. and
Dude,
really
I
like the
see you on Overwatch so much, man.
it's I love Overwatch so much. I'm dating someone on the dev team now, so you know the vibe.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, for reals? Yo, get it, my dude.
No way. Dude, that means you could totally change up the game from your side. Like, hey, you should buff this
That's
one
so
character I
bonkers.
play.
Could you buff Mercy for me?
Do you have any leaks to share about Overwatch 2?
I don't know, Jesse.
Electric Boogaloo.
Jesse's in chat. Jesse, can I leak things about Overwatch? She wouldn't even leak things about Overwatch 2 to me, so I don't know.
Wait, there's a second Overwatch? Is this
Yeah,
like
they're making
Despacito
Overwatch
2
too.
or like?
Overwatch was good enough. They're making Overwatch 2.
Oh my
Overwatch is so good. Why wouldn't they make an Overwatch?
Dude, they're gonna make
Exactly.
so much. I'm still waiting for StarCraft 3. We've been on StarCraft 2 for how long now? Come on.
Well, I mean, StarCraft 2 took like 13 years,
You're right.
and it's only been
Yeah.
like 10 years since StarCraft 2.
How old am I? Oh god.
StarCraft 3 in 3 years.
Good lord.
How many breads have you eaten?
Oh man.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say that I've only played it once, and it was like a few years ago. It was actually like 8 years ago. Holy shit! But whenever I replay it, Final Fantasy VI might be my favorite game.
Ooh.
I gotta play that.
Still yet to knock that
But also, I just want to give a shout out to FGO because like, Gacha games got a lot of shit, but like
They
FGO's
do.
story is legitimately so fucking good. Like,
Hell yeah.
And Love
Yeah.
Live All Stars. Woo!
Oh,
The
we're
event in
not talking about
JP
the
that's ending today was so good.
oh the Fate Requiem
The,
collab?
Yeah, the Requiem collab.
Dude, oh my god.
We got a dinosaur girl and
Yeah, I heard
a
we got
cute
a
starboy.
Poggers.
Yeah.
What
Yo,
is
but
this?
honestly, like Camelot, into Babylonia, at the end of part 1 is just like, I honestly think it's Nasu's best writing.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better than all of FSN. I think it's better than FHA. I think it's better. I think it's better than Fate Zero. I like.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I more I think about it, the more I agree.
it's.
I'm still
really
not-
fucking good.
I'm still not sure if I like Camelot and Babylon more than I like Cosmos and the Lost Belt. But
So we
It's
only
close.
got one Lost Belt in NA. So we still.
yeah,
got-
I know you haven't seen most of it yet.
I've heard really good things about. What is it? What was the one you just got? Lost Belt. like,
Olympus.
Olympus. Yeah. Was that the
Yeah.
fifth one?
idea what any of this means.
But
Fate
yeah,
language.
no, also like the extra CCC event. Oh, so good.
Uh-huh. I do want to shout out the servant that they just added for this most recent event though, because it's the coolest servant concept in the whole series,
Voyager.
which is Voyager. And for all of like Requiem early on, there was this like mystery, like he introduced himself as Voyager, and they were like, "That okay? Weird new class. What does this mean?" And it was recently revealed that that is not a weird new class. He is the Voyager probe.
Who has just become yeah, it's Panic's,
It's really sick.
Panic's totally okay with Nero becoming a woman, but like the Voyager probe becoming a
Gender
probe.
bending is fine, but inanimate objects? Nah.
That's the most anime shit ever, though. That's like
That is true.
that's to be expected.
Yeah,
That's
it's not-
actually transitions well into a good question that we got a bit further down. That was
Okay, poggers.
okay. Pogs in the
Poggers.
chest.
Pretty
It was
poggers.
where to go? It was like if you were reincarnated as a fate servant, what historical figure would you be, and what would your class be?
Is there a
fuck.
lazy piece of shit class? Because
Angst asks that.
Angst.
That's a terrible combination of words. Angst asks.
Well, this leads
Incarnate
into
as
this leads into questions about fate,
So wait,
because the characters can be fictional too, right?
that's
can.
the thing. I still have
Because they're
yet to
Sherlock
fully-
Holmes.
Not all
Yeah, I've yet to understand all of
historical.
it. I mean,
Okay.
like, what would I? I don't know who I'd be. Because I
Can I
can't think.
pass on this question? I don't know enough about servants to know like what there is or what I would be.
I would
I know-
obviously be the Greek goddess Arachne, the first spider lady.
Oh my
what
god.
class?
your fetish is going, but I appreciate the hustle.
Does it have to be like super
That's a good
old?
answer, though.
Or can I
That's a
choose like can I choose a boxer
Yeah.
in history?
What would she be? She weaves things.
Okay,
What class
Uh,
would that be?
I
Fuck it, anything could be an archer.
anything.
Yeah.
Archer class really is made
Yeah,
up.
if in doubt, you're an archer.
Oh my god. I guess I'll choose God. I was gonna say Julius Caesar, but I'm just like, isn't that already? That's already a
Yeah, he's already in there.
mother. See, shows how smart I am.
Well, did the rule specify that they couldn't already be there?
I'll choose.
No, I don't think
choose,
I don't think it's that deep, honestly.
I
It's
choose
just fake.
Jack Dempsey. He's an old school boxer.
Just be Gilgamesh.
Yeah, but I'll be an assassin class, so I assassinate you by punching you really hard once.
Assassin class, aka you're getting taken out within the first 5 minutes of the story.
That's
just
fine.
because.
That's fine. I want to die now. I want out.
Yes, let's go.
I would if I could be a fictional character, including reincarnation as a fictional character.
Tracer from Overwatch.
No. I would want to be.
He can't be Tracer. I'm already Tracer.
Maybe.
I'm Spartacus.
Didn't even mean to set that up.
Wow, that was good.
I'm Spartacus.
I would want to be Chihaya from Chihaya Furu and be, I guess, an archer
Epic.
class and just throw cards at cards.
Dude,
Gambit from
Gambit, yeah,
X-Men.
Gambit for X-Men, dude. Gambit's the best, dude. Best X-Men. Have at you.
Best X-Men.
Yeah, he's so cool.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Reincarnate as Sonic the
I'll be
Hedgehog.
Greta Thunberg as Avenger class. Close enough.
Humanity's greatest hero, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
Would you just show up as that kid in the Sonic suit?
Personnel kit.
Yo, Sonic kind of quick though. I found another question. I think this is a pretty good one.
Which shock would you be?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Thunberg as Avenger class. I was just like, what's the weirdest one? Because I don't want to be a fictional character, because everyone's gonna do that.
That's true.
It's not.
But real people aren't powerful.
Oh, then
Oh,
just talk at them.
just talk them to death.
Reincarnate as
them.
Judge Judy.
Okay, that one's lame. I'll just be Killua. Let's just do that. I'll be Killua. Close enough.
All right. All right.
What about Cat?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
This comes from Class Block. It's a two-parter. 1, what's your favorite type of pizza? And 2, are the stories of this quote-unquote 17 real? Well,
First
long
one,
time
no.
listeners of the podcast will know that in what was it, summer 2018 retrospective,
Mhm.
we wrote a poignant farewell episode.
Wait,
to
that was
17
2019, not 2018.
Yeah, spring 2019.
It was spring
Yeah.
2019. Wow.
Yeah.
It was a year ago.
How
I-
old
you
are
know,
we?
He vanished when the world
get to
needed
my
him the
end.
most.
In a year.
But he penned a poignant farewell, which we read on stream, where he was so disappointed in him for not being able to finish all of Ao-chan Can't Study.
The minus.
Shout out to Midas who did, and also
Yep.
Sirius, because it was a good show. It was a
good show. That was a
Those were great
shockingly good
seasonals.
show.
It had no right to be as good as it was, but it was that good.
Yeah, that retrospective where we talked about that and everything else that season, maybe the most fun I've ever had recording this podcast.
That was
The-
also
the-
with Senko-san, right? It was same season.
No, that was a
Tirade with Senko.
Senko was
that
the
a
Fox
different
Girl
season,
one.
wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes,
No,
Spring
look at
2019.
two different shows, but
Look,
it's the same
look,
season,
look,
right?
season has
Look at me
bullshit.
knowing my seasonals despite not watching them. Get on my level.
See, I know this because I edited the episode.
I would know because
Okay.
I'm editing 2019 review and we talk about this literally. So
Okay, all right.
I love it though. I love like because that was like Sinris's plea to everyone. Like, look, I get it, but stop.
I love you making for sure.
I just want what's best for you.
I'm just trying to make things relevant. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not mad. I'm just disappointed.
There he is. There's
Yeah.
17.
By the way, speaking of editing that spring 2019 episode, you guys did the wahaha, and it literally perfectly synced with the actual wahaha in the show without me needing to edit it whatsoever, and that was just so satisfying.
We did the perfect wahaha. We also did the perfect Sarazanmai.
Oh yes.
That one I didn't get because I didn't watch it.
That
Fair
feel. That feel.
But we got I thought you had edited it so that the wahaha would match up with the wahaha in the show.
No, you just happened to time it perfectly.
It's in their blood. They were born to do it.
We were
Yeah.
we were molded by the wahaha.
Born to be a hero. Pokemon.
Yes,
Yes, that's the best opening.
best
Yeah.
English OP.
Thank you. My friends think
No,
it's
you
not
know-
S tier. They think it's A tier.
I love how like Bacon and I will just somehow agree on the most random things.
Wait, which opening is this?
Wow!
Pokemon. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the best.
I wanna be the very best that no one ever was.
Anybody who
Ever
doesn't think
was,
that's
ever
best
was.
is seriously sus.
Very sus.
I'm just gonna start whistling because I
Fallen
don't.
Brother.
I think it's a little overrated as far as like English OPs go. I think there's better ones, but like
How
Bex
dare
has
you.
gotta go. All right. At 60 viewers, we're going to kick Bex off, and we'll bring.
what? Goodness gracious!
Becker, you served the pod well for a long time, but your time is
Wow, I'm so easily disposable. Jesus.
Taking you out back, out the shed.
He gets a shotgun.
Oh, what am I, old yeller? Jesus Christ.
Well, you are a dog on your
Get outta
Abby.
here.
Get out of here.
It's so sad.
Oh, it's starting to rain shit.
Oh,
No, it's because you said that about the Pokemon OP. Look what happened.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Oh no! Starts crying. Why are they burying my daddy?
Yo, play. You unravel.
My daddy.
Okay. But also, I guess to answer the first part of the question, what's your favorite type of pizza? I really like grandma pizza, but usually I go with the works. I either go with meat lovers or the works.
What
I
is a
love
grandma
lovers.
pizza?
Yeah.
I'm
what
one
is
of
it?
the meat lovers.
I'm gonna say, like, yeah, what the hell, dude?
What the fuck is
Uh,
grandmother pizza?
It's like a specific like New York kind of pizza, like from Long Island. It's like those square cut like the Sicilian pizzas.
Yes.
It's like a Sicilian pizza in that it's like rectangular, but it's thin, and unlike a Sicilian pizza, like thin
I
crust.
see.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So it's a form factor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm showing it in chat. Looks pretty good.
Oh, I can't see Chad, dude. I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Oh. Looks pretty good. I'd eat that.
Yeah.
So-
I'm a white pizza guy.
Wow.
White pizza?
That's
Yeah.
racist, dude.
Get these red
Black
pizzas
pizza
out of my
matters,
face.
dude.
And finally it
Excuse
comes
me,
I
out.
can't say that again.
Excuse me, Becker.
Beck,
all
you're out,
pizza
you're
matters.
out.
Becker's out.
What?
I'm just kidding. I thought that was really funny, Becker.
Whatever.
What even would be black pizza?
Whoa,
Is
whoa.
it just-
African American pizza. Jeez.
It'd be like squid oil on it or something. Like
Oh, that would be so snob.
Spinach.
it would be, right?
It would-
Yeah.
That's healthy.
That probably would be good though.
Flavor.
It
Flavor.
would be pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shaw.
I like either buffalo. Well, I like plain the most, TBH, but I like either buffalo chicken or penne vodka.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a good
penny-
one, too.
How do you
vodka.
spell that?
If it's good.
Penne
it's
vodka?
It's all this pizza lingo. I don't even know.
Penne vodka. So
What the
penne
fuck is
vodka
this?
is like pasta, and then you put it on the pizza, so it's pasta.
Okay, now that
pizza.
sounds snob. You're even using like Italian. That's super snob, honestly.
What?
Like,
No, you find this shit in grocery
How about a
stores.
spaghetti
This is gas stations
calzone?
here.
I just typed in pizza pasta. This is what I got.
Penne vodka pizza. You guys need to know. It's so
Pizza
good.
You guys
vodka
gotta come
pizza.
to New York. You gotta get to New York. You gotta get a slice.
Good New York.
New York.
I will say, like,
I'm walking here.
Okay, as far as like my favorite pizza goes, I think I'm a big veggie guy. I've become like a huge like veggie on pizza kind of guy over the past 2 years for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah?
But that shit is like so good, dude.
Would you say?
know what?
Would you describe it as poggers or nah?
I would say it's pretty poggers actually. It's quite poggers.
I went to Sweden once and they ordered a pizza with banana and cinnamon.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
It was weirdly
You know what?
okay.
Oh,
but I
you
didn't
know
really
what?
expect
No.
it.
Yo,
Interesting.
CP, we're gonna get you and then we're gonna get you on a plane. We're gonna get you over here. We're gonna go get a slice of pizza.
Over
Go
here.
to my mama's
New York,
house.
Proper New York pizza, and you gotta go to a corner shop.
Tony.
Hey, Tony, look, hey, sit
We're
down,
walking
Tony.
here. We're walking.
Walking here.
Okay, so I am now looking at the picture of the pizza you posted in chat, and you know what? Fuck yeah, I'll try that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's some good shit.
It
By
looks
the
more
way,
like a bread bowl, almost. Like it's like a very shallow bread bowl, to some extent. But like,
Oh, that actually is kind of cool.
See, the trick
Yeah.
is to
You know,
just
you
eat
gotta
all
take
pizza.
it also from the other angle. Nutella pizza, where it's just straight up
No.
dessert.
no,
that
no.
sounds.
Rain
kinda
on
cool.
Dex. God,
Dude.
hear me and hear me good. Rain on
maybe if we
Dex.
added that to the banana and cinnamon pizza,
Ooh.
you might be on
Ooh.
something, right?
Yes, but no.
Marshmallows instead of cheese.
Oh,
Sweet.
dude,
Cheese and
I
marshmallows.
love diabetes, man. Diabetes is
Also,
delicious.
Nutella is a sheep
S'more
Instead
instead
of-
pizza crust and call it a
Instead of
day.
pizza crust, it's just
I can't
cake.
believe,
Shh.
can't believe this.
Dude, a
Got
thin
Nutella rejected.
thin crust Nutella. You just there you go.
It's
We
like
all
Like, I
agree
like
that
my weight.
dish
bread
is-
and Nutella.
Yeah,
It's
Can we all
good.
agree that deep dish isn't pizza?
it's a casserole.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
pasta. It's a
I'm not
casserole,
trying to
yeah.
throw shade on like Chicago because like pizza
This
pie
seems like
is
a thing
cool,
New Yorkers
but
do. They take any
it's a dead
opportunity.
ass
Bro, it's
to
got
have
pie in
pizza.
the name.
They
It's
do,
a
they do. They just
pie. It's
Guys,
not
kick
even
it down.
pizza. You gotta
Why
cut
can't
it
we
and
just
slice
do
the
the
pie.
pizza cast?
Yeah, this is
Some
it's like
other
growing
time.
pain.
That'll be Foodcast 1.5. Just pizza.
We gotta get sponsored by Uber Eats or like Seamless or
We're gonna get
Grubhub.
sponsored
Can we
by
get
fucking
sponsored by
like
Papa
CC's
John's.
Pizza?
Can we?
we'll get
Yeah,
sponsored by
live at
fucking,
CC's
like,
Pizza.
Caesar.
Yo, this ain't real pizza. Bacon showing pizza.
It's a
fucking
literal
deep dish
pie.
pizza.
And it's good, but it's a pie.
It's
It's like a
thick.
pizza.
It's so
It ain't, that ain't
thick.
it. That ain't it, chief.
That's so
It
thick.
still tastes good. No
Get out of
shade
here.
to the
Forget
taste,
about it.
but not
Forget
the
about
Bro, so thick.
Bruh.
I feel like people like we want a pizza cast, but like maybe me and Fate should not be on it because like I don't know if
You guys are
people
big
can-
snobs.
Yeah.
They can because like that's the shit in our area. Like of course
No.
you'll snob shit in your area that they do it best. Like if you're in Maryland, of course you're gonna snob crab cake. That's
Oh,
your
so we
shit.
should just have all the peasants talk about pizza for an hour, right?
Yeah, you
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
wrong.
that sounds
For
horrible.
everyone's own good. Me
I
and
mean,
Fate
we are an
like
anime
too
podcast. We're a bunch of
unapproachable
peasants
about our
that watch
pizza.
anime, you know, so it's like, we're not really making a difference. We're not experts in anime. Look at us. We have a podcast.
Yeah, honestly, that makes you even less of an expert if you have a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, these guys have a podcast. That means we know less than we think we know.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I know a lot about pizza because I listen to System of a Down, and as they would put it, pepperoni, angry peppers, mushrooms, olive time. Pepperoni, angry peppers, mushrooms, olive time. That's the best kind of pizza.
Nasreem in our area. Nasreem is actually Blackpink. Shout out to Nas in chat. Good to see him. Good to see him.
Oh my god, is
But
that
yeah.
my buddy Nosream? Hell yeah,
No,
dude,
Sreem
I
is
love
that
that.
Guy.
Fuck yeah.
I love that guy.
What a guy.
Shout out to my homie Nasreem. Yo, crab cakes are dope though.
I love crab cakes.
Yo,
but I'm
crab
not a
cakes are
crab cake
fucking
expert.
dope, actually.
Yo,
I
we
can
can
go for
all
crab
agree that
cakes.
crab cakes are the bomb.
Oh, thank you, Lyle. I appreciate
Wild
your
those
pizza knowledge.
vibes.
Lyle
Yeah.
knows the vibes.
Let's answer a question by Nas. Nas asked a lot of really good
He
questions.
asked some really good ones, actually.
No, Steve,
Yeah.
the thing is, he said he
was
wanted
ready.
on the pizza cast to represent your good taste in pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, he was gonna represent
Pizza.
Detroit style pizza. Hell yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit's up. Pretty good.
And
Detroit's up.
shit,
fast,
shit in
like.
Detroit.
Nas asked a really important question that I want to ask all of you guys. Why are you all so cute?
You know, I've heard that. You know what's funny? I was actually called sexy the other day by some random woman at the gas station last week, and that was like,
Ooh.
what
That
else?
is-
Yeah, yeah.
How you
Okay, no,
doing?
I think she was like faded, so I don't take it as seriously, right?
I
Like,
take it more seriously.
Well, what about from us? We think you're sexy.
You're probably faded too. Take us more seriously.
Ooh. No, I don't know.
It's all that facial hair you've been growing.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been trying. Thank you. I'm just too lazy to shave.
Bacon, you're not even a snack anymore. You're a whole meal, dude. Like,
Is that a fat joke? Ah, it hurts. It hurts. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
oh my god, dude.
I got a
We
camera
would
with
just
you.
love to gobble you up, Bacon.
Dude, thank you. Dude, I needed that.
You are literally a ton of bacon. That is your name.
It's
Bro,
funny.
like you can't just be called a ton of bacon and say, "Are you calling me fat?" Like, no, I guess
No,
not.
you
No,
ain't.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so the whole thing about my username being a ton of bacon, the main reason why I chose it is because I was really into like first person shooters in Halo and stuff like that, and so I liked screen and gamer tag names that made sentences. So you've been splattered by a ton of bacon. You've been killed by a ton of bacon. It's like so
Did you
people.
make this
that
name when
feel,
like
man.
liking bacon was like a personality trait on the internet? Like,
I-
I love bacon, you guys.
That was not me
One of
because
my-
it's like so bad for you in a way, but I love it. But go on, Moz. Yeah.
I totally feel that. One of my screen names one time was cheese in a box.
So you were crushed by a cheese in a box. You got
You've been
sneezed.
hit by. You've been hit by.
What's that Alice in Chains song? Like Man in a Box, but it's just cheese.
Cheese in a box.
Put the cheese in step one. You put the cheese in the box.
Cheese in a box. I don't think that's how it goes.
Oh god.
And Sinwis already knows he's very cute.
Yeah.
Sinwis.
Sinners has got
I'm
that
big
facial
fan.
hair. Keep that facial hair, my dude. Keep that shit,
It looks
King.
good.
Thanks, bro.
Yo, go off, King.
Oh, should I go camera for a second? Cause like I could go camera for a
Yo,
second.
do it. Do it.
You
do
won't
it,
Can
do
you
do
go
it.
camera and
Yeah.
let the king
No
start
balls.
running and say
Yeah,
how
boy.
like look how fast I am?
Yeah.
Oh, god.
Yo, Beck's kind of quick though.
I do want to point out the fact
I am
that
kinda
Yo,
I do want to point out the
G
fact
Fuel
that
sponsor us now that
Oh
now
my
that G
goodness,
Fuel
wait,
now
Bex,
that now
you
that
wanna
oh shit.
oh,
shit.
dude.
Hell yeah.
What's
Look at him
up?
go.
If you ain't banging, you ain't hanging.
He's right. I want to mention that
I'm at a park.
Panic and Sinners look great because of their glasses.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you
Ooh, you
guys.
have a glasses fetish?
I've been growing out my hair
Kinda.
too.
Bacon
That
is,
opportunity.
Bacon is Aki from Kyokan Automata.
Where are my glasses?
This lighting, you can barely tell the gray hairs.
Yo, yeah, Panic. I forgot how
Dude, I'm
old
getting
you are.
gray hair too, man. Not sure it's because of the stress, but I have gray hair. Like there's like a little bit in the back of my head.
Yo, Silver.
Oh, you're like
Gray.
barely older than me. That's fucked up.
Shh, dude. Who is the youngest here? Becker?
No, I think it's Sinwis.
No, I'm turning 25 in like 4 months.
Yeah. No, in that case, I think it is Becker because I'm already 25.
Ooh.
Oh, Becker the little baby. Look at
Wait,
him.
17 would be the youngest technically, right? Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
like
sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
he's like
17.
21 or some shit.
Dude,
Some say he's
Shut
been
the hell up.
17 for 5 years.
he is in 17 for 5 years.
The curious case of 17 writers. Like what the hell?
But I might be the youngest one in this call. I'm 24.
Oh, look at
Wait,
the
when's your
little
birthday?
baby.
Yeah, probably are.
I mean, like, that's why I like anime girls. As I get older, they stay the same age. All
Look
right.
at those sleeping
all
ducks.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
He brought it back. No.
You guys see
Classic
the sleeping
movie.
ducks or no?
Classic.
Thank you. I'll be here till
Okay, you guys
Thursday.
might
Thank
see
you.
Sinwis, did you
Vibing.
have a question you wanted to ask?
Did I have a question? None in mind. I can scroll through the doc and pick our next one though.
I found one if you want me to fill air for Sinris.
Go.
Yeah, go
Oh, what's
for it.
up, duck?
I'll get the next one.
So from
I'm sorry, I'm just talking to a duck.
oh, God, dude, put the duck on, man. You should be on our podcast.
Yo, wait, can we interview the duck? Can we ask the duck if the duck has any
I'm
questions?
trying to get to him, man. He's like across the stream.
Untitled
Oh.
Goose Game.
I gotta
Really-
cross
dog.
the bridge.
All right, so this question is from MCady, MCADY, and
McCaddy, I think.
McCaddy.
Sorry, and the question is, what's
Sounds
the
Irish.
worst? What's the worst anime someone recommended you to watch?
Oh, hey, someone.
Talico Market.
Oh, throwing shots! Ooh,
I'm just
It's
kidding.
on site. It is on site.
I had no idea.
I got.
I had a feeling
Gatorade.
Tay was gonna say Aria, so like, you know.
He struck
No,
first.
I think Arya's fine. I have it as a 7.
No, you said it was like one of the worst looking shows you've ever seen. I was like, dude, that's a slay, bro.
It looked really bad. But I
Cannot
didn't
stand
hate it.
But it is.
No!
This brings up a good topic to talk about. Gare Zero. The absolute ass of ass.
Dude, that first episode is a banger, though.
No,
That's
I
a cool
hate it.
first
No.
episode.
OP is
I
also a
reject
banger.
this. I reject this. It is a bad episode.
The
with
first
an
episode
interesting-
is cool as shit.
No, it's a 2007 show with some 1999 graphics. It's got like PS1 CGI, got some really bad shit. I hate this show, and Fate had it as a 5, and I slayed it so hard he lowered it to a 5. And he owns
Wow,
it.
so he went from a 5 to a 5.
5 to a 5.
8 to a
You
5.
slayed very well, Shaw.
No,
You know what she meant.
no, it's over. I slayed myself mid-slay.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Sean,
I did.
Suicide
You
Watch.
slayed yourself.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Cue unraveled acoustic version. Let's go.
So
The worst anime I was ever specifically recommended to watch is Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that was
Recommended
I got that downloaded. I should watch it
Zoom
next.
in on this?
that shit was bad.
But
That was
who,
like right at
recommended it?
I heard it was
what?
good and then it was bad.
Remember when he went
one
on
of my
like, a
friends,
bug
like
hunter
right at
the
the
end?
beginning of when I was starting to watch anime, was like, "Oh yeah, this one just came out. It's really good."
And then
And I had literally seen like 2 anime before, and I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it, and I was like, "I already know this is terrible."
Oh,
Wait,
Wait,
what
what
show
show
when he
is
goes
this?
on a drug bender at the very end out
Charlotte?
of nowhere?
Yeah,
He starts
Oh,
snorting
Charlotte.
crack?
Wow, that show like sucks, dude.
yeah, that show is absolutely miserable. I gave it a 3.
It's really bad. I don't
Nice.
know. So let's look at my ones. I gotta see the.
yeah,
the
I'm
ones that-
scrolling down my list.
I
right
have
now.
one.
2.
I have one. Someone recommended me this anime called Super Lovers.
What?
Super love
It's more like super sus.
Oh wait, is that the one with the really old guy and like the preschooler or whatever?
I
Not
believe Noah and
quite.
I talked about this on H4, actually.
Not
think
quite,
we
but it is an age gap yaoi.
Yeah.
And I
Everyone
think
saw
the guy-
Maz and was like, "This is gonna hit. This is the one."
I actually think the guy like recommended it to me because I think he thought I was gay. I think that's why it was recommended
You
You
to
know,
me.
I don't think he's like he's gay and he looks like he's into sus shit. I'm gonna hit with this. This is the one. Like what? Why?
And I didn't know any better because this was one of the first like seasonals that I ever saw. So I just watched everything that was pointed in my direction.
Man, I really need to clean up my anime list. I got some scores that don't make sense.
Wait, no. The worst one is still my Blue Exorcist. Not the one
Wait,
I
Blue
actually.
Exorcist-
Whoa!
bad. It's
I
mid
love
at
Blue
best.
Exorcist.
It's
How
pretty
dare you.
bad.
It's because you're an
like it has that
atheist, aren't
Overworld
you?
OP though.
Overworld OP is awesome.
Oh, and that like boy band ED. I kind of dig that.
Oh yeah, the
actually.
2 p.m.
The takeoff, dude. Takeoff is my shit, actually.
Ready for the takeoff.
It has like some really fun. Fate describing Blue Exorcists as like an experience was really funny.
It's funny because I don't remember that show all that much. I was like, yeah, it was a show that like kind of sucked in the
Well,
second half, but the
it's-
first half was like,
It's alright.
Oh.
Shadows in the
Okay.
first half. Not gonna lie.
It was so funny that
Good
everyone was like yelling about Blue Exorcist season 2 when forever, and then it actually did come out, and literally
and
no
then everyone
one cared.
fucking hated it.
Yeah, no one
Everyone's like,
talked
I think
about it.
everyone-
We didn't actually
The only
want
person I know who really liked it was Miles from Crunchyroll, but it's like, all right, or whatever. I think that
Like,
was a
hey-
Crunchyroll show too, so maybe he was
Yeah,
like biased or something.
Right. A lot of the shows I rated low weren't necessarily recommended to me, but if I were to talk really recently, I'm currently watching Big Order, and dude, dude, it is like
It was a
what?
very big recommendation podcast.
What the hell, man? Like I'm so lost. I'm so lost.
How about that one guy on Twitter who came out of nowhere and like added you and was like, "Bacon, you recommended School Days for me, and now I hate myself and I want to die."
Take responsibility.
Apologies.
Shout out to that guy.
Then Bacon's like, "Yeah, I know, right?" And he's like, "I hate this."
I'm like, yeah. Now you feel like me. How does it feel?
Man, I should get
Wait,
on
Bex, why did
Now
the
we can
building
both hate
fall apart?
ourselves.
Oh, dude, you're no longer the.
I have kind of a curious case in this one. So, if anyone remembers back from the days, there was a streamer called Dairos, and I asked him what his favorite anime was, and he told me it was Clannad. So I said, oh, okay, I'll go and watch it. And yeah,
I will go and watch it.
at all. I didn't like it at all, unfortunately.
That's so sad. That's so
Oh.
sad.
To have like the most wholesome person at slaying things, I respect.
He slays them by not talking about them. That's the key. He just doesn't talk about
implied.
Planet.
It's the subtext.
I'm trying to be wholesome.
Yes.
No, do it, Cav.
Well,
do it.
Cav's got class. That's the thing. He's like,
Does,
oh,
listening to the recommendations episodes, impressions and stuff, does that count as getting him recommended?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Because
What?
Dennis
You
Bermuda
can-
A little bit, yeah.
Listen to the recommendations episodes on the R Anime Podcast by going to youtube.com/the R Anime Podcast, and we're also available on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts, and Stitcher, and Googlecast.
and make sure you
You can
like,
also follow
favorite,
us on Twitter
subscribe.
@Radio Podfathers.
All of your favorite places.
I'm there all the time. Check it out.
You
I'll
know,
check
Tay
out.
and Shah, you remember Anime Boston last year? We were at, was it the High Dive or the Sentai event? And they were playing like the video with all of like their new titles and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And Bermuda Triangle came up, and the three of us like lost our shit. And
They're the only people in the room who lost their shit, and everyone was like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
This is actually good.
she looked right at us and she said, "Be nice."
We like pointed at her and we're like, yo, that's
we
us.
love Bermuda Triangle.
You didn't say anything.
They
You
are
just
the
love
best.
triangles.
That's pretty good. God,
Yo,
dude.
shout out
Using
to
our
our
shit.
friends over at Sentai Filmworks. They're awesome. We can't wait to do another con.
Illuminati.
Yo, throw up the triangles. Throw up the triangles.
Illuminati.
Now. Oh man, but yeah, yeah.
Bougie ass.
I hope Bermuda Triangle.
And
Oh
NG.
yeah, no. Someone in chat is saying what you did to White Album 2 wasn't wholesome, but I would argue that what White Album 2 did to
Oh
you.
yeah, Shaw watched White
Okay.
Album too. How was that?
Okay, so I'm really disappointed, not for the reasons you'd expect. Like, I thought I would hate White Album 2 and be able to give it a 2, which would be fun because it has 2 in the title, so, like, it's fitting.
Oh,
But
nice.
But it wasn't actually disappointing in, like, a meme way. It was just kind of, like, normal bad, as in, like, it didn't execute itself as well. But yeah, White Album 2 is, like, kind of ass, TBH. Sorry, Angst. But
Like the good kind of ass, or like no?
no, it's the bad kind of ass. Like,
Oh.
The
it's
bad
it's
ass.
like post Taco Bell ass, you know?
It's the poo-poo kind of
What?
ass.
Ooh,
Like overblown.
What else?
what else?
What? Wait, Cav's trying to talk. What?
I'm saying, don't you like overblown teenage drama? Come on.
I'm just disappointed the dude
Talk
didn't
about
fall out of the
overblown.
second floor window when he tried to yeet himself over instead of waiting outside a door like a normal person. Like him not dying through the window. That was like actually it. That's it. I think a 4 is actually a fair score, but we can do another podcast on that. That'll be fun.
It's White Album 2 squared. It's a 4.
Look at
I will say
Have
just
a
one,
question. Oh, yeah.
just one thing. Cav is kind of quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably
I
raise
am
the
kinda
volume.
quiet.
I turned him up
Yeah.
max.
Yeah, Kev,
just so you
speak the
know.
fuck up.
and maybe lower Bex a bit so we don't hear the cars.
Oh, I'll
Yes,
lower that.
that's my bad.
No,
I
you
also-
better stop the cars, Becker. Just like tell them to
Yo, cars,
cease.
get the fuck out of here.
Stop driving.
I'm trying to create content.
Also,
What
guys,
on
I'm a content creator. Could you slow
say
down?
hello to Brazil, everybody. Hello to Brazil.
Hey.
Hello.
You know, I should have bought a selfie stick for this or something. Like, just carry around a selfie
Hey,
stick and be,
Brazil.
like, vlogging the whole time.
That'd be really funny. Next 10K stream is just Becker walking around a park with his selfie stick.
I'm just walking through town at this point. Like,
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I don't think I can sit at any of the benches because of COVID. So I'm like, I have to keep moving. As much as I would love to just sit down.
Move along.
Yeah. Oh, funny thing about
Oh,
that
hell
song,
yeah.
Fate. When that was first previewed live, everyone thought he was saying "mow the lawn." I've just ruined the song for you. And now you're gonna keep it strong, mow the lawn, mow the lawn. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I want to play Rock Band with you guys. Ma's at drums.
Ooh, would love that.
Yes, I'm the best rock band drummer.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
before my arms died. But I
I'll go
was
on
the best
vocals.
rock
I'll
band
hit it out of the park with my vocals.
Yeah, Nos, we'll each have one arm. We'll each have one functioning arm.
And, and someone else here will get the bass part because that's the hardest part of the drums.
Yo, wait, I should be playing the bass. That, because I'm trying to get a bass, so I'm just like, oh, okay.
No, I'll
cool,
take what the
I should do
bass
that.
drum.
There we go.
Wait, can I do bass and vocals? Like, I love that shit.
Sure.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Hoggers!
Yes, dude. We'll do that. Oh, when we meet at an anime con, we need to find the Rock Band.
At Anime New York City, New York, baby.
New York, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna happen this year,
All,
bros.
all of us need to go on stage at the Rock Band arcade area and just do one song that's super dank and record it in our anime podcast band.
We will perform.
Can we just sing like the Junie Tyson opening or something? Like,
No.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope.
We'll do the acoustic version of Unravel.
Either that or
No, we're gonna
gonna
do the
one of the
JoJo
two.
ED.
Oh man, I want to do
JoJo
karaoke
ED.
with all y'all.
That would be a lot of fun.
Do anime karaoke session.
Yo, there's a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of spots in New York where the karaoke spots actually have anime OPs and songs.
He knows this
Oh,
by
yeah.
experience.
I like it.
I know that because I went there once and I was like, wait, this says God knows. Wait, this is the Haruhi God knows.
Oh, dude.
Did I say God knows? I might have.
And in the background, you just see a bunch of weebs doing the dancing thing. Like, oh god, we gotta get out of here. Oh god, let's go.
But Sinrus, did you find a question that you wanted to ask?
I had a couple that I didn't bother narrowing down, but I will decide
hit 'em.
on them right now. Let's go with, we got kind of a suite of questions about other YouTube content. So
Oh.
favorite non-Anitube YouTubers.
Oh yes.
There's not a lot of channels that I watch that are like like enough that also upload regularly. Like probably like the one I'm most excited about is Shame. He's the guy who did the 7-hour Omega Ruby video.
yeah.
Jesus.
Thanks
He
for
actually
watching
just
this episode
uploaded
of-
like a day or two ago. He has a new video out. But yeah, he's really cool. I like him whenever he uploads. And I'm really into Internet Historian.
Same,
watching
my
his stuff.
my guy. I love internet.
Internet Historian's great. And also, it's a weird name to pronounce, but I think it's Yelly's Marble Runs. J-E-L-L-E.
I heard about that. It's like racing marbles, right? You just
Yeah,
race...
it's marble racing. It's gotten like super popular because all sports are canceled forever
Yeah.
now. It is like, I absolutely love that not only does like this marble racing exist, but like it's just, there's so much dedication. Like there's teams and the marbles have names and they're like actually like they build a track and they have a grandstand and there's like professional commentary and it's like, oh my god, it's like my childhood dream
Yeah.
fulfilled.
And there's like
It's
actual
amazing.
fan bases that are behind each marble. Like, yo, that's
Yes.
the guy.
Team Yellow, Mellow Yellow, let's go.
What is this channel?
I will.
Because now I have to check this out.
Here, I'll
Yeah,
see-
Yelly's Marble Race, or it looks like Jelly's Marble Race, Jelle.
Okay,
marble.
Jelly's.
But it
Marble
is the
Race.
greatest thing that has ever been created.
Yeah, Jelly's
That's
marble
awesome.
runs. Whoops, sorry. So this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to them. They're doing great. Mine, Mazuri said Internet Historian, but one person I've been following since like ever since I got like into YouTube or just started watching stuff on the internet was Angry Video Game Nerd.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I got so much like education from him in terms of like all the old school NES games like and all that stuff because there were just times I'm like, yo, I own the Power Glove, that thing was ass, and he's just full review on it, and then like he's still going strong now and hasn't really changed his content in any way, and I applaud him for just sticking to what he does like all the way to this day, even though he does all the extra stuff that doesn't do as well with like Mike Matei and all that, but all the other stuff that he does in terms of like video games, like it's good education for me on retro gaming, and I love it. And yeah, no one who would play those terrible games, he does. So love that guy.
Nice.
I love you, Bacon.
Dude, thank you, dude. I love you guys, man. You guys keep me in line. If I get too lewd, you guys are like, nah, shut it down. I'm like, all right, okay.
You
now-
could get looter, honestly. Like,
Fuck you, Bacon.
No, it hurts.
Looter's a vibe.
It
No.
hurts. Hey, Dad, look at me.
A recent favorite YouTube channel of mine is called Midwinter Minis because I've decided to waste all my time and money on Warhammer now. And
I did it. Where did that
Got
come
it
from?
Warhammer 40k. Oh man.
yeah, look,
that's,
I have a guy. I have a guy here. He's not
Oh
painted.
man. I've even like cut back on my figure spending, man.
I want tiny little figures that I have to build and paint myself. Anyway, this
Sinrus-
channel he does like painting tutorials and he does super short, easy to follow games. So it's very beginner friendly.
Sinrus tried to talk me out of buying 8 Rem figures at Anime Boston. Did he succeed? No, because I
No.
bought 8 Rem figures.
Can you build
at-
them and
figures,
paint them
dude?
yourself?
Oh my
Can you make it
God.
a RAM?
You spent
I
8
didn't-
figures on it? Like, Jesus.
No, it was a deal. It was like they had like a roulette. If you spent like $10, you got to spin, and I spun and I got like buy 8 Rem, like you got the whole Rem collection thing for like half off, and I was like, yo, I gotta get all 8
Gotta get all the
figures.
REMs.
So I have a.
So how much money have you spent on
my RAM
this?
figures in my PC, so it's my RAM with my RAM.
Wow.
Amazing.
How much money have you spent on Warhammer?
I've got
man?
RAM.
How much money I've spent on
I have
Warhammer?
RAM in my
Yeah.
PC.
Probably like $120 on minis.
Wait, that. Oh,
Not
okay.
too
So you're
bad.
still in the early stages.
On just the minis.
okay.
Paint and tools, much more.
Oh no!
Oh,
I have a whole box of it just waiting for the rest to come in so I can start.
I see.
Look,
I during quarantine I started
shnikes.
playing Magic the Gathering.
oh no, we lost that voice.
are you playing online on MTGA or?
No, I'm playing on Cockatrice.
Okay.
So online, yeah, I haven't spent any money on cards yet. We'll
Oh.
probably get there eventually, but I'm resisting as long as I can.
You're free to play for 4 years in FGO, and you're gonna spend money on MTG.
No. I'm saying I haven't spent any money on Magic yet, and I'm holding out. It will probably happen eventually. But
course.
it remains to be seen whether once
Blind
we're allowed
booster
to go
packs
out in
with the
public again, there
original
will be
gotcha.
anywhere I can go to play in person.
Mm.
Imagine
Um,
spending money on your hobbies. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, literally isn't me.
Yeah, dude, who does that?
Will never be. Oh man.
Like Tay, you know me with FGO. Not only
I
was
know,
I free to
I know.
play,
You've been free
not
to
only
play.
have I been free to play for years, I have like hundreds upon hundreds of Saint Courts stocked up because I never spend it because I hate spending anything.
Good.
I know, and
Good.
you wouldn't even.
Why
we had to
everything
pull
gotta
you.
cost money?
I know.
We had to pull you into
Right.
letting us buy you things for your birthday at Anime Boston.
Yeah. You kept the whole weekend. You were just pressuring me to spend money.
It's a good time.
But you like it. Why
Yeah.
don't you just buy it?
And then eventually I was like,
Pusher,
"Fuck it, let
Jesus."
me buy it for you if you will buy it."
I hate spending money on
consume.
anything.
That's
Literally anything.
Smart, man. Like food. Why would I spend money on that?
But
Yeah.
I like food.
I could just drink water and be okay, guys.
Drink water, eat grass. It's free.
That's
By the
true.
way,
I could eat grass. Mow the lawn, mow the
Well,
lawn.
no,
Yeah,
I know you.
by the way, back to the RAM jokes. I found my RAM. Here it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Dogs.
Outstanding,
Random
outstanding
Access
album.
Memories. Great album, great album.
Outstanding.
It is a great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
But yeah.
anything?
Yeah, let's go. Daft Punk's.
Lyle's
Awesome.
asking, you can play FGO without spending money? Yes. In fact, FGO is made.
It's recommended that you
Rise and grind.
Yeah.
If you think there's any chance you'll ever spend money on it, don't even download the game.
Man, like, dude, I've been playing the Love Live games, and I haven't spent a single dime just because I gotta save my money for PC parts, man. RGB.
PC party.
PC. Master Race. Nah, it's a lot of my money just goes to food, but thanks to this quarantine, like, I saved so much money. I'm about to pay off my car this year, boys. Let's do it.
Yeah, way to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
weird adult flex right there. Like,
Dude.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of adults, there's a question here that I think that would connect to this from Rand, and it says, "How?"
Hang on, has everyone answered this question that
Oh, my
whatever we
bad.
were on?
I think
everyone answered
we've
it?
covered it
I
enough.
got one, but so, Red Letter Media, Ralph the
Oh,
Movie Maker.
apologies.
If you want to
Oh,
see someone make
I
fun of a
wanna-
movie, but in an educational way.
I still need to see the new Plinkett review.
Oh
I
yeah.
miss every stream of painting. I really liked his videos. Those were really, really good.
I want to show the Drawfee channel.
Oh, you do
Um,
love drop.
They're pretty huge, so I imagine a lot of people already know them. But
no
they're
idea
my
who that
favorite
is.
content on the internet. It's
Oh, okay.
it's like this group of artists. It was previously like a sub company from College Humor, but then when College Humor got shut down, like earlier this year, they all lost their jobs. But they're still
Oh my God, they're
continuing to
dead?
just
What?
like
I
Yeah.
haven't heard that name
Yeah,
in
I
years.
did not know this.
yeah, College Humor is officially gone.
Oh my
2020's been a
God.
hell of a year.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
This
But the
is early,
Drawfee people are
well,
still
they haven't been
still
funny for,
making
like, years, so.
their content. They're amazing. They're absolutely hilarious. I watch every video they put out the day they put it out. And
Remember
they're all gems.
cracks.com?
Oh God.
I do remember cracked.com. I spent a lot of time on Cracked
Me
when
too.
I was like a
And
sophomore
then
in
suddenly
high
I
school.
stopped, and I kind of didn't miss it.
Yeah.
Dude, that site kind of showed me some
Remember
things I didn't want
Evolve
to see.
World?
E-Bombs World. I remember a video about E-Bombs World.
I remember
What
E-Bombs
video?
World.
Flash animation.
Do you remember Newgrounds, man?
Yes.
Dude.
Oh my god.
So here.
Remember the ultimate song of Ultimate Destiny? Oh, the ultimate showdown.
Ultimate
Showdown.
Yes, I remember that.
I just remember playing dating sims just so I could look at anime titties.
I wonder if that song is on Spotify.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Jam.
Yeah,
I respect
that's
the
real.
band.
Like I remember what got me into Love Hina was I was playing a Love Hina dating sim, and I'm like, they look familiar. It's from an anime.
We gotta play some. We gotta play
Kind
more
of
dating sims for this.
Oh my
year.
god, I think same, honestly.
Dude, my
Then I got
god,
into the manga.
dude, I got into the anime. Yes.
Things that just aren't Nekoparo, because Nekoparo sucks.
Sorry. Okay, I tried. I'm watching that. I don't feel good. I don't know why I bought that. Oh yeah, it was in the Humble Bundle. Yeah, Necropara is weird.
Promise I
Anyone
didn't
else
buy it
got-
on purpose.
Want on to ask a question from the list? Or choose one before we take
Oh,
second.
can I recommend Much Dank? Like I love.
Oh
Much Dank as
yes,
far as
I
channels go.
love this. Much Dank is the best. Thank you.
Like they don't post as much anymore as they used to a couple of years ago, but they're like basically YouTube poop, like interview videos. Like they just take like hip hop interviews and they just turn them into YouTube poop, and it's the funniest shit.
I wouldn't
ever,
say it's
and
YouTube poop, but it's like it's
No, it feels very much inspired by YouTube poop, like
yeah.
in the style, but not necessarily like it's actual YouTube poop, but
Right.
more like it's very absurd editing a lot of the time.
But some of it lines up perfectly when they edit it like right. It's super funny. I love it. Yes, I love this.
Yes.
I love this. Oh god. Yeah, check out Much Dank. So I have a question here. How would yourself of 5 years ago feel about you now? Does that guy or girl's opinion matter to you now? This is from Rand.
What was I even doing 5 years ago?
I was
How does
5
that
years
work?
ago, we were
Vibing.
starting our anime podcast. Yay!
That's true. That's true, Cam. It's like me. I was thinking, man, it's so cool. I get to hang out with these smart people in anime, and I found out like, you guys aren't smart at all.
Hey, we ain't shit.
Yeah.
That would have been my junior year of college,
Oh,
right?
Damn.
Just
yeah,
graduated.
5 years.
I don't know.
Yeah, that guy was having a real bad time, so I think he'd be pretty happy.
I was 20
Yeah,
years
I
old
w-
and I hated myself, and I'm like, oh, I still kind of hate myself, but not as much anymore. So
Same.
not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, mood.
Same.
Sorry, was that
Yeah.
depressing? I'm sorry.
No, that's exactly how I feel too.
Actually,
Yeah, I was.
I would actually-
was in a.
yeah, go
Come
ahead,
on.
Dave.
No, you.
Okay, fine. Like I'm mega depressed now. I think everything is fucking terrible. But also, 5 years
Shout out to your
ago,
Twitter.
hell yeah, don't read that. But like, if I actually went back 5 years ago with all the knowledge I have now, it would actually like I don't know. I guess I would have like a romanticized view of how I am now if I looked at it as a person 5 years ago. Because there are like the things I'm doing now, or at least attempting to do with my YouTube stuff and this podcast and all. It's like this is still like the right direction. Like this is kind of what I wanted to do. Maybe I've wished I would be more successful or better at it, but like I'm getting there. If nothing else, I'm happy that I'm in a podcast like this. I've got lots of friends. I'm on, I am on YouTube. I'm doing stuff, and I've been connecting with other people who are on YouTube, like Jack is Boy and Eden and Urban and Scope, and I like being part of a community now, and that's something that I wasn't really part of in 2015, 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
that's cool, dude. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, if I could add on my answer a little bit, as in, so like one thing I'm trying to do now that I'm like almost 25, is starting to like better myself as a person. Because when I was 20, I hated myself, and I thought, well, I don't need to change, but for some reason, I feel like shit all the time. So I'm like
Same.
trying to better myself. You know how it started? I think I've explained this before, but it was like talking to Kyuko at work was like a really big thing for me. It was like, holy shit, I'm kind of a stupid person, and I could be so much better. I'm like, man, I gotta take steps to better myself. Not for her necessarily, because that's shallow. But like, you gotta just do it just to have a better life, at least.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
totally
gotta be a
feel
little
that,
bit more-
dude.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to be a little bit more positive. I guess I'm still like super cynical, but like, I at least like waking up in the evening. I like going to work at least, even though my job's bullshit. But like, I still like doing what I do. I'm trying to like understand people better, even though I'm autistic, right? But like, I'm just trying to be a better person all the time. At least. I can't say the same about myself 5 years ago. I was a huge asshole. But
Were you? I don't know.
don't tell me you have a good time, Cav.
Wait, we've actually got to the point where some of us have known each other for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's
Cute.
weird to think about.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
wait, oh my
I
goodness.
don't know.
I've
I
known
feel like
Pat-
I feel like nothing changed for me for like 5 years now. I just graduated and I still have the same hobbies, the same traits, the same I don't know habits and stuff. I just watch anime, listen to music, play video games. Except I just
trying new hobbies is a new thing I've been trying to do. So like I've talked about possibly buying a bass guitar because I'm like, I've been doing video editing, watching anime, listening to music for like the past 5 years, and I've gotten kind of sick of it. So I'm like, why not like start to play music or learn instruments as like a different way to look at stuff, right?
Damn, yeah, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I feel like you will be a great drummer.
Yeah, I can see that.
You got
Wait,
kind
wait,
of
me?
like the drummer aesthetic.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I think you've definitely also got the bass player aesthetic, though.
He's gonna play both.
I mean, they don't call me Funkmaster Bex for nothing, right?
Yo,
Like,
You
dude.
are
right.
Master Bex.
I think it got changed that because that sounds like a DJ name.
Shit.
And I feel.
it's literally based on the DJ name Funkmaster Flex, so like you're not too far.
Oh
off,
my
actually.
bad. Sorry. So educated I am.
Oh my gosh.
I think
My
for
man
me,
knows everything.
I think for me 5 years ago I was pretty much the same. Except now I think past me would be super proud of now me because I've made so many advancements in life that kind of like really helped me out. Like I always like to, the one thing I'll flex is like 2018 was probably my best year in terms of just getting stuff done. Was one going to Japan, to like getting the not necessarily dream job but getting a super secure job. Not really secure now, even though I'm fighting hard.
Yeah.
But a job that at least like allows me to kind of expand on my hobbies like PC building,
Semi-stable
anime.
is what
Yeah,
you're thinking of,
semi-stable, and like my family's like off my back now. You know, I'm not just this retail dude. It's like, okay, we can leave you alone now, spend your money on what you want, kind of thing.
Feels retail, dude.
Yeah, God, retail sucked the soul out of me. Like I hated myself in retail, and I hated every single person that walked through those doors, including people I knew. Like, why are you here? Like, you know,
Why are you here?
I feel that.
yeah, it sucks.
Retail is.
How dare
the
you
worst.
shop in this store? Fuck
Shop,
you.
so, go
Yeah,
somewhere.
honestly,
man,
stop shopping at the
please.
store.
Well, it's
please.
true.
It
I
would
worked
make
at
my
a-
job so much easier.
I worked at a clothing store and at a watch store. You don't need anymore. You don't need this. Go invest your money in something else. You don't need more workout shirts. You don't
Go
need
buy Bitcoin. Fuck off.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
Go
buy,
buy Bitcoin.
buy stocks. I don't know. But then at the end of 2018, you know, lo and behold, ended up locking me a girlfriend, and so I'm just like, oh, I'm a little happier now. You know, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
So it was a wild, successful year. Then 2020 is like, let's humble you. Okay, let's humble. And I'm just like, well, you know, I just said you gotta sit down and be humble, guys. So it's been pretty wild ride so far. And I got you guys because I only talked to 2 other people about anime, and then for you guys, like, it's cool discussing anime with you guys because it allows me to be more cultured and more educated on some things, even though I'm watching
Hell
Big
yeah,
Order.
brother.
Yeah, dude.
I
Even
feel
though
like you have a misunderstanding with us. If you think you're being cultured with us, I think you have a misunderstanding.
I need to just talk with someone. I mean, you guys did recommend.
You know the vibes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys did
Okay, you
recommend.
lower the bar, it's fine.
I know. And then again, I don't think I can hang with anyone that actually knows a lot about anime. I'd just be like, oh, dude, I just like this. Like, you like Girls and Panther? Yeah. it's great.
Man, it's hard to just find someone who just even likes anime in the first place.
That's true.
Right.
The next step is to find someone who like watches anime on like a semi-regular basis. Beyond like, oh, I've seen Dragon Ball and Naruto, and I'm like, great, I don't care.
Well, the thing is at work, I'm stuck between like 2 people who do watch anime, but like I was saying before all this, the guy who bought
Shout
my
out to the Chad guy.
Oh, dude, Chad. Okay.
1, 2, 3, let's
Okay, can I tell this story? I have a buddy of mine.
Yes, please.
Okay, I used to work with him on swing shift, but then I moved to a graveyard. But super cool kid. His name is Chad, young guy. His name is Chad, but he doesn't act like a Chad. He's like a really like, a quiet, shy kid, you know, good guy, you know, and he writes in cursive all the time, and it freaks me out.
No,
But
that's legit.
it's beautifully
That's
done
bougie.
cursive because he left me a note for like
That's a
what
flex.
I know, and I
That's
looked
a
at
really
the
weird flex, honestly.
I looked at this paper because it left me a note saying here's what to do next on this machine that we're working
It's
on.
all in cursive, and you're just
It
like,
was
what?
all in cursive, and I was like, "You're a monster." But him, you know, he's watched anime. He dropped a couple good series like on me. Where I was like, "Oh yeah, I watched Kobayashi." I was like, "Yo, Kobayashi's dope, man." So you know the vibes. And then all of a sudden, like I talked about how I liked Cowboy Bebop, and that's like one of my favorite of all time. And he's like, "Dude, Cowboy Bebop's awesome. 1, 2, 3, let's go." And I was like, "That's." I was like, "Chad."
Let's go.
I was like, "Chad, nice try."
It's
But
become like an inside joke between Bacon and I, is just to say 1, 2, 3, let's go. Like,
Oh god, that guy's great. But then the other two people that are anime related is like one is the generic, just like he's into Attack on Titan and My Hero. He's got a boombox covered in My Hero stickers, and I'm like, okay, cool, man. Like I'll talk with him. Like super cool guy. Then the other dude I was talking about was the one who bought my my hentai hardcore Blu-ray for me because he was legit looking for that on eBay. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to look for Legend of the Overfiend, and I'm just like, oh, I've heard that. Then I look at my shelf and I'm like, I have it.
that's what I have.
Yeah, because I got that for free from another
That's
friend.
where I know it from.
Yeah, and I never watched it, but it's like hardcore hentai, and he's like into that, and I'm like, cool, man. Like keep going because this is an old dude. He's like mid-40s, and he's been watching like all this stuff like back in the 80s, and so I'm just like, okay, for sure. And then he comes up, he says, hey, have you ever watched this monster anime? I was like, yo, you watching Monster Musume? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, he's
Yeah.
he's into the loot stuff, and I was like, I didn't want to call him out on it, but cool guy. But in my mind, like I can't really vibe with him because he watches such old anime. Like he was naming stuff I've
Wait,
never heard
what's wrong
of.
with watching old anime?
I don't know any of it. No, I can't.
Old
I
anime
can't.
is gross, dude.
It looks bad.
Looks
the art is
bad.
shitty.
Out of here.
Yeah,
4-3 gang, roll up.
There's too many stills in Anne of Green Gables.
Have you seen Evangelion? They just hold on a frame for 30 seconds.
I know.
There's
It's
intention behind it.
So
Come on.
lame.
so bad.
You don't understand Evangelion?
You don't know what Anna was going through at the time, man.
Honestly, too bad. Yeah.
Too bad, so sad.
So what were you rambling about? Did everyone talk about their past selves?
Yeah, Shaw, what would 5 year how would
What
you
would
from 5 years ago
5-year-old Shaw?
look at you now?
I don't know. When you're like 27, 5 years is like 5 months. So it kind of feels
Yo,
like...
yeah, but
Stop!
real
Stop
though,
it, Shaw.
really.
It hurts.
5 years ago, I was out of college working, and now I'm still out of college working. But I think I forget who put it best. I'm not sure if it was Bacon. It was kind of like, or like looking back on it, Maz said it, where you kind of look back on it as like, you know, like better times. But I think everything's kind of been the same. I've been lucky to find people like you guys to talk about anime with and have a good time with, you know, have good friends to engage with about our niche hobby and have a platform where like people actually enjoy listening to us. So I'm really thankful. I couldn't have imagined this 5 years ago. So I just feel grateful for everything.
Yo, and you
And
got
everyone.
that, and you got that ring on your finger, girl.
Oh yeah,
I
I
didn't
know.
know.
I don't want to flex about that.
Yes, you
He
do.
locked
That
that
is a
up.
flex.
Mm.
I don't want to flex about that, but that
Oh,
is pretty
and you
cool.
got a Shikishi from Trigger
Yes.
at Anime Expo.
Dude, I'm so
can't flex about
envious
that
of
either.
that,
That's an even
dude.
bigger flex.
That's the
I've
biggest. That's
experienced.
Pretty anyone can get engaged, but you only like a couple
Yes.
of people can get
Honestly.
a Shikishi from Trigger at the AX premiere of Premiere.
How do I get
God.
engaged to Trigger as a studio? Marry me, Trigger. Thank you.
Yes.
dude, that'd be
Oh, yeah.
that's so awesome.
I don't know.
I got
Just
lucky.
slide into their mentions.
I feel the same way. Like me 5 years ago, I don't know. I was like some nobody. I'm still a nobody.
Try
But,
to
Please.
come
Does no one know who you are?
Pass the bar. What's up? Everyone give a round of applause to Fate for
Yeah.
passing the bar.
Oh my
In
god.
Yeah,
New
let's
York.
go.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone-
Professional lawyer.
Dude.
We'll sue your ass.
You're a
Yeah.
lawyer and you're
Lawyer,
dating
like-
Overwatch dev team.
No, I'm not
Like,
barred.
come
Like I
on.
have to be sworn in.
That's a
and,
pretty
like,
good
the
life.
whole
What
deal.
were you in right now? Everyone, let's swear that Fate is
Swear.
in on this.
I swear.
I
on God.
swear. by
Yo,
the
also
moon.
Shaw's Twitter account
Wait,
is,
wait.
like, is popping.
Bacon, was that an
No.
R&B song you were just singing?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
and I
Swear.
swear. Yeah, it was hell
by the
yeah.
moon, sun in the sky.
Thanks, guys.
Look, if we're gonna do karaoke, we have to do '90s R&B. That's
We do,
that's
we
the
do.
rule.
Absolutely.
Of course.
We have to do Confessions Part 2.
No. This is gonna be so...
These are recommendations, and I thought I said I like to say. My
I'd lo-
squad
I-
on
have to
the
do my neck,
sides,
my
but they
back.
got more on the way. Yo, I've memorized that because
I'm just-
I've listened to that so many
No.
times. I literally put it on loop.
I'm
Plus,
I'm
Panic.
glad that
And
I
in the
was
studio with
I was
Panic.
shouted out in that one. I'm very glad that you included me in that. I mean, come on.
If you
Ma'am, I'm
cried when
calling it. I
bacon
don't
regular
know.
days.
Thank you. That's why I'm here.
Thank you. Hello, Bruce saying passing the bar is a pro gamer move. Good job,
It is-
Fade.
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer now. But yeah, I know. This time 5 years ago, I was out of college. I had no job, had no idea where I'd be working, had no idea where I'd be going to school if I was going to be going to law school. I was watching the Raildex rewatch for the first time,
Ooh.
but I think I was on the
Ah.
index part in June. So you know.
So we're doing so great.
I'm still
you know.
still have some PTSD from Raildex discussions.
Yeah, from 2015.
Not the
God,
not the
it is
best
5
of
years ago.
discussions.
Jesus.
Yeah. And now we
I
have
don't
more Raildex. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
2020. More well
2020,
done.
living it up.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, and like in 5 years, I met some really amazing people. Got to travel the world a lot more. Got to go to Japan and travel Japan on my own, which
Oh,
Man,
I really
that's
love.
something I want to do in the future is travel more, because, man, that'd be nice.
It's
Sorry,
nice.
not to interrupt you, but I just...
No, dude, I would highly recommend. Especially, I don't know, like for me, like traveling on my own, I really liked it, and being able to just like, you know, get some more independence or like feel like I had more independence. And I've gotten a lot better at Japanese in the past 5 years, which
You've
is
consistently been able to speak Japanese. You have communicated with the Spice and Wolf light novel author.
Wait, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
that's a
was 5
great
years
that's a
ago.
great story, man. I thought that was
That's
really
my
cool.
favorite.
Yeah.
My absolute favorite.
Yeah,
That's-
first topical rewatch was 2016 Collapse Block, so we're coming up on. Wait, no, this year was the 5th one, so 2016, 2017. Yeah, so 2016 was the first one because it's been 5 years since. But yeah, you know, we've done 5 topical rewatches. We've done a ton of giveaways. It's been awesome to work with the RMA podcast since then. Because back in June of 2015, I don't think I was on it. And then, you know, getting to be on it, doing all the shit we did, getting to meet all of you
Doing all
guys,
the shit we're doing.
doing all the
Hell
shit
yeah.
we're doing,
Yeah.
and we're going to do. You know, meeting so many awesome people on Twitter. Getting to go to all these conventions and meeting people and meeting listeners of the podcast. Like shout out to Lyle and everyone else who's come up and been so nice and so kind.
Lyle, absolute goat.
Absolute goat.
Love that guy.
And it was just really awesome getting to see everyone and meet everyone and see all of you guys. See Shaw at Anime Next and Anime NYC and New York Comic Con and Anime Boston, and finally getting to see Cinerus at Anime Boston, which was really cool. Can't wait to see the rest of you guys at various cons. How we almost got fucking Panic to come to the US last year for Anime New York City.
Should have gone, but I
should've gone,
didn't know this year would be canceled.
Nah, no one could have saw
Oh,
this
man.
coming, man. But
Cancel culture
Yeah.
strikes again.
I know
God
the,
damn it.
the one time it works. Oh.
One time it really-
Oh man.
All we
It's
have
awesome
to
to hear
all we have to do, guys.
Kichiwachi participated in the topical rewatch, and that was the first rewatch they ever participated in it. And you know, like, it feels weird, right? Because like, obviously, compared to certain people on the podcast, I don't have like that much of a platform on Twitter compared to the biggest
you
Twitter
do.
account on any
Just say
Twitter.
Shaw,
Some
just say Shaw,
people-
like, come on.
This is it.
This is
Damn,
where I
Shaw.
want to bring in the Kanye. I am once again being attacked for introducing new ideas, but it's not even a new idea.
It's not even an idea. Like, what is
But
this?
just like, you know, I really appreciated the platform and the support, especially the last week where we did the fundraiser over the weekend.
Amazing. Good job
With
to
matching
you.
donations.
You and Moz and everyone who donated, that was awesome.
It was really cool to see, like, yeah, our like section of our niche of Annie Twitter really come together for that, and we raised over $1,600
What?
in 2 days. Which is,
Yo,
and
Outstanding.
you know, it's like
that's
it's
what's
not
up,
like
my dude.
you know we, yeah, it was really awesome to see, and
Dang,
just
dog.
really thankful for that. So I think 5 year So like, what? How old was I? 22. I don't know about you, but I think 22-year-old Tay would be proud of me.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling
But
20.
you're
I knew that
feeling
was
22.
implied.
Oh my god.
Stop.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really thankful
I'm
for 5K.
feeling
Can you
switcheroo.
imagine 5 years like having 5K subscribers? What I think when I started, we had like maybe 100, not even 100 subscribers.
Oh, when you
Dude,
started.
we were like excited to have like 100 subscribers. We were like, oh shit, dude, we're really big now.
Dude.
Back when I joined,
Did
like,
I?
Do we have a merch
we only
line
had a
yet?
few hundred when I joined, and that was in 2017.
Was I officially added on the 4K?
I think
no,
you're.
you were before then.
No,
Or
it
3K.
was earlier.
No,
I think
you were
they're
on.
Sometime in 2018. I think it was like
You were
early
on
2019.
episode
that we hit about
100. It was like an
4.
interview episode, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was like
definitely.
right after
Yes,
2K.
yes.
We need to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I want to
that's
do
right,
those
that's right,
again.
yeah.
The interviews
September
are great.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, I need to talk politics with 17 again. We have a lot to talk about actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love
I
to
do miss
do
17 a lot.
Dude,
It was great to talk to you about that kind of
You
stuff.
know what he's
Miss-
probably doing? He's probably protesting or organizing because that's the kind of guy he is.
I'm
He's
sure he
like-
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
Totally is.
insanely political. Actually, I'm like, oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
He invited
Yo.
me to one of his like ANCOM servers, and I'm like, yo, okay, that's what's up.
Dude, good guy. Good guy.
Good guy. We love and support 17. We love and support all of you guys. But
support
let's get
kids.
to a couple questions.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a quick one that I can
Yeah.
answer. All right. Sorrow asks, "What is the best Xebic anime?" I'm going to stretch the boundaries of this question because there's actually a famous studio that has originated from like a bunch of Xebic members left and then formed their own studio.
Oh,
And the
no.
best anime that this
no. It's
studio
gonna be
has
Josh
done
and Chan.
is wait for it, Big Order.
I'm gonna head out.
Stop! I don't know what's going on. It's so weird, and I'm like,
it's big order.
is
It's
that
big order? That's all
is
you
this
need
a
to know.
stand? Is the pathetic excuse for a stand? Oh, this kid. I don't get it.
This is an anime. This is a question and a topic that I've talked a lot about with Shaw before, and that's been on my mind a lot. And this comes from Seto Kahara, which is, what do you think are the three most important anime from the last 5 years, 2015 to 2019, in terms of having the potential influence on the future of the industry?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Monster
We
Musume.
talk about this all the time.
Monster
We really
Musume.
do talk about influential anime.
It's really our topic.
Oh,
Shaw, what do you
jeez.
think?
Shit, no,
Next
I'm trying,
Evangelion.
I got.
shit, I'm trying to keep thinking of that.
Hold
I
on.
feel bad mostly because I'm so bad at remembering like the air dates of things.
Well, yeah, I'm
Um,
going way back in time right now, and just. see
I'm
what
gonna
there.
say one that's like a really obvious one, and I'm not sure if we can count these, but I think it's got to be Your Name, just in terms like the movie, obviously, just in terms of how it's
Oh no, my name specifically. Yes.
Your Name.
Becker.
Your Name. Yeah, it's it's done the most probably to widen the horizons for like anime movie releases because we've seen how many non.
It's cool
It-
to see like even like small movies get like theater
Yeah.
runs, and it's like
Yeah.
Satoshi Kon films got theater runs. I was like,
Yeah,
never.
not
seen
Shout out to
But,
G Kids.
But like
Shout out to
the
our friends
new
over at
one,
G-Kids.
but like the reruns of things, like that's been really cool. They've had so many different like film premieres in theaters that I don't think has been like. At least I wasn't aware of it before then, so I think Your Name.
No,
did
I
a
wasn't
lot.
aware of that until Your Name dropped. It was like, oh wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
theater going is a thing now.
Yeah, that was like a big thing. So, and I mean, it's like the highest grossing anime film, I think. I'm not sure if it.
I think it did beat
I think it did beat Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Spirited
Yeah.
Away.
So I think that's got to that's the most obvious one, at least to me.
For me, I'd say Yuri on Ice, and we've had a lot of discussions about this, particularly you and me, Shaw. But I think I've come around to thinking that like it is like it's crazy how influential I think Yuri on Ice was in terms of being like this massive hit of an anime, but also being like really a one-hit wonder in a sense because like MAPPA has not come close to doing anything on the level of Yuri on Ice. Banana Fish wasn't that, and then MAPPA's, because of the way they fucked up their financials, like went bankrupt after having the highest grossing anime in like the last 5 years.
Where
That is
the
pretty
hell
funny.
is the Yuri on Ice movie? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's got pushed back again. Trust me, my girlfriend hasn't shut up about it. Okay.
Somewhere Yamamoto is just in a basement doing cuts for that shit.
He's in the Attack on Titan basement because now Mappa's going to be doing the next Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
But yeah, so I think that's up there. I think no, Haikyuu was before 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IQ was 2014, yeah.
Yeah, 2015. So it's like, to me, I think those two definitely are like the biggest, and like in terms of influence, maybe A Silent Voice as well. I don't know how much influence
I
it
feel like
has.
the
though.
Silent Voice is kind of overshadowed by Your Name, even
It
though
really is.
Yes,
I like
absolutely.
I like
It is.
Silent Voice more, but I think any kind of like
Influence.
impact.
I
of
thought you
Silent-
loved Your Name, though.
I love Your Name, not that Your Name.
Oh,
I love
man.
it.
I like Your Name too, actually. I like it.
I think the combination of Yuri on Ice and Rakugo, having
Ooh,
one.
that's an interesting choice. I'll expand on that.
Yeah, so like with having Yuri on Ice like really have a popular a gay ship, a gay couple, a prominent gay couple, and such a popular show that, you know, it wasn't like the greatest written story or the greatest animated story, but it was incredibly
Greatest
popular.
perform story.
They made history.
I see there was a double. I thought you were talking about Rakugo for a second. I was like, what is
Oh, no, no.
well performed, actually? I was like,
I was
okay.
talking about Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice.
Okay, no, yeah.
Yuri on Ice wasn't
But-
banned in either of those terms. It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was fine.
It might
But
not
like,
have been
step, though. It's a
right, but
huge,
it was
huge, huge
definitely
step.
above par. Like it was
Right.
above average.
It's
Right.
better than,
Totally.
like Super Lovers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you had like a good, like wholesome, gay anime that was really prominent, really popular, and then you had Rakugo, which was like incredibly critically acclaimed, while not as popular, like intensely, immediately, like the
Came out
first
the same
episode.
year,
came-
actually, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
no.
No way.
'Cause-
Rakugo's
Yeah,
definitely older.
No, Yuri on Ice
Wait,
came
no,
out.
Rakugo came out in 2016, and so did Yuri
Yeah,
on
it
Ice.
came out before
Yeah.
Yuri.
Really?
Yeah.
Rakugo is
Rakugo
actually
is
older by a few
Yuri.
months.
And
Yeah.
then
I
Yuri
knew
on Ice
Rakugo was
all
older,
like
but is it really the same year?
Yeah.
You know, it came out winter, yeah.
10 years kind of
Same year as same season as Erased, and I think Konosuba?
Yo,
Yeah.
throw back to Erase. Do you remember Erase?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
damn,
one
I
of the
remember
First
Erase.
airings.
I
That was the
erased it
first
from
season
my-
of airings ever.
But yeah.
Great.
Winter
Good times.
2016 was my first season.
Oh, really?
That was a big season for a lot of people, actually.
That was a
lot
strong
of people I
season.
know say that, like, oh yeah, Winter 2016. That's exactly when I
Wait,
got
that's when
into anime.
Galko-chan came out. When is season 2 of Galko-chan
Dude,
coming?
Galko-chan's
Oh
amazing.
shit, the Galko-chan. Yo, goated.
Yo, that show's my shit.
Gosh, he's so
Well,
thick.
But yeah, like
God damn. God damn.
Rakugo was like so critically acclaimed, so well directed, and I think it really shed a light on to, even though Rakugo isn't explicitly BL, the mangaka has like
Done
Rakugo
BL, I
is like
think, yeah.
her only non quote unquote BL work, and I think it shed a lot of light on the stories that BL can have, because it had such a negative connotation. Like Fujoshi and BL had such a negative, and still has such a negative connotation. Shout out to
Shout
Shaw.
out to H4.
Yeah, shout out to Shaw for really
Wait, no, I
dunking
was gonna
on
say
those
shout out to
clouds.
Nar. Like,
Oh, shout out to Nar too. But
that's my homie.
yeah, but like Shaw's just been dunking on people who've been dunking on Fujos and
There's one person
Yo,
on any
Shipper.
Twitter that has a Yuri on Ice Avi that talks about like that kind of thing with BL all the time. I don't know what their name is, so I can't
Yeah,
give
I
them
know
props.
what you're talking about. They're
oh,
really
the
good.
one with the Sarazan my A in their name.
Yeah,
they do a lot of
they're
Sarazan my posts. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
you
they're-
know, but between those two, I think it really ushered in a wave where it's not one of those things where, oh, like I don't think we would have gotten movie, like if those things hadn't happened, I don't think it's the point where we wouldn't have Promare or we wouldn't have Liz and the Bluebird, but I think those kind of made
So
it
they
more
were an audience
accessible.
for that?
Yeah,
it made
show,
it a lot more easier for those to come out.
Right,
Like,
and-
to at least get greenlit, right? Like,
not even just greenlit, but like
I
to
don't
be
know
shown
if I
to such
agree
a
with
wide.
that.
Yeah.
wait, really?
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like
I think they're
think
always gonna be
that
there, but I think
Liz and the Bluebird I haven't seen, but
Uh-huh.
my
Promare.
understanding in the context of this, what you guys are saying is it like a lesbian shit movie?
it's very.
It's heavily implied. Heavily implied, I'd say.
Right, and heavily implied Yuri
Mhm.
has been like a thing for a million fucking years.
That's true.
Mhm.
I
Like
think
I
it's
haven't seen Liz and the Bluebird to know if there's anything like special or different about it, but it doesn't sound like
Okay, if you
anything that
thought
was like
Hibike
trailed.
was like implied Yuri, then like
If you thought
takes it, like,
HBK
5
was
steps
implied
further.
Yuri, then you need to get out of the basement.
I think the thing is with like, I think actually HBK is kind of like that equivalent, but for Yuri anime. Like, I think HBK is like ushered in a lot, and like, and then obviously, in an obvious way, you wouldn't have Liz and the Bluebird without HBK
Oh, can we
Euphonium.
talk about Bloom for a second? Like, that's huge too. Like, that's
Bloom
really,
is
really.
You know, Bloom, now
Huge.
that's where we can have this
That's a
conversation.
way bigger step. I'd
But I
say,
don't think
Yeah.
you have Bloom without HBK.
Probably
Hmm.
not.
Like, you don't have it
that's a
all
real-
as much.
yeah.
Honestly, you wouldn't have any of this without Sakura Trick. Like, come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's the truth.
Give
don't
up
have
for
any of this
Sakura.
without
That's
citrus.
not-
It's hard to say if
Oh,
you would or
did
wouldn't
somebody
have it.
say citrus?
I just want to point out that Bloom Into You the manga started publishing right when HBK started. The first season of HBK came out.
Oh, wow.
April
Loggers.
2015.
In another way, you don't have monster girls like Ichizoku reviewers without Monster Musume.
Musume.
Let's
Oh.
go.
Came out
Actually,
summer 2015. 5-year
Trailblazing.
anniversary.
My God.
you don't have monster girl fetishes without Panic Goat. We got to give credit.
Yo, my brain is expanding
Shout out.
right now.
I
Holy
feel like a
shit.
Yeah,
very.
it's one of those things where it's not like I don't think like and Cinderus like the level of Yuri that's in Liz and the Bluebird is like magnitudes exponentially more than what was in UFO.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's
Bro, that's like the entire movie.
Yeah,
but,
without
like,
spoiling, that's the movie. Like, check it out. Watch the movie.
Bro, they just make eye contact for like 30 minutes. That's the movie right there. It's like, ooh, it's so warm. I'm not dissing. I'm just like making memes. But,
Yeah.
But also,
I
I
have an
think
answer to this question
Uh-huh,
whenever
yeah.
we're done with this point.
oh, I
I'm,
just
I'm
wanted
moving on.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say like I don't with this it's like I don't want to say that it wouldn't have happened, but I think they reached a larger audience because of what came before.
okay,
I-
maybe I
maybe-
could change how I say it, because maybe I would say it wouldn't come out as sooner. Maybe, like it was probably going to happen either way.
I think what Fate's saying is like it's been a popularized thing, and more people know to pay attention because it's reached a larger audience. Like it would still come out, but it wouldn't reach that like mass distribution that it did. Like maybe it wouldn't get picked
I
up
don't
by
disagree
Crunchyroll.
with that.
Like maybe it wouldn't get picked up by like official licensing websites. You know, it's just
Or, like,
about like
mhm,
being more
mhm.
visible.
But
Like
yeah.
it's going to happen either way at some point, but like the magnitude that it's happened is a little bit
Yeah.
unexpected.
Right.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
how
I was wondering-
quickly it's happened since like
No, that's what I was
Yuriana-
like arguing. Is like
yeah.
how quickly it's happened. It's like that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't
Oh.
think it would have been greenlit as quickly as it has been
Mhm,
if not for the success in the past, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Really?
feel like if we're talking about three most influential anime of the past 5 years, I would say Konosuba, which was mentioned before, is one
Yes.
of them.
Konosuba was pretty big, yeah.
Konosuba.
Because it paves the way for so many light novels, isekai, like comedic ones, and there's just like so many of them and so many adaptations.
That's true. I didn't think about
it. Kind of
that way.
fucking ruined it for everybody, all the light novel isekai things, because
Yeah,
it
and
came
if
out
you
before it
remember
and just
back
ruined
then-
all the jokes.
Yeah,
so self-aware.
yeah, and if you remember back then in 2015, no one actually knew what Konosuba was, like a sleeper hit. Because no one initially picked it up because it's like looked like another trashy isekai.
It was also in a
And then-
season with a lot of other really big shows, so it may have been like overshadowed. Well, not even overshadowed. It was still one of the biggest shows of that season, but
That
it
was
would've
that
been
same
maybe way
season
bigger.
again with
Something
Erased and
that
Rakugo.
jumped out immediately to you, and now it's like one of the most popular anime ever, like on my anime list. So
I
I'm
was
sure
never
it's-
expecting the movie to get like a theater run in the U.S. That's actually like
That
Yeah.
movie is so good too.
It was packed in my theater, man.
You-
It was
you-
wild.
Do you guys remember after like the Konosuba came out and then literally the next season ReZero happened and
Yep.
everyone
And the thing
was
is,
like,
oh, weren't the authors
Yeah.
like friends too? Like they
Yeah.
they're like friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like kind of funny. I'm like, oh, cool.
yeah, but
the thing
people
they're
were
making fun
always
of.
like making compare like, wow, these shows are so similar. That's so
I was
crazy.
like,
And now it's
no
like,
freaking way.
Realistically, ReZero should have came out and then Konosuba. That would have
Well,
been
no
good.
fucking shit. It's almost like Konosuba is a fucking parody.
ReZero.
It's
Yeah.
similar on
Yo,
purpose.
no way,
Who would
bro.
have thunk it?
God.
Yeah,
I also
ReZero
wanted
is
to give a
also
shout out
very
to an
influential.
anime without which we'd have a lot of boring fights.
Yeah.
Grimgar.
I liked Grimgar.
Same season actually.
Yep.
No, wait, Grimgar was 2015, right? Not
Yeah,
2016.
No, it was 2016. It was 2016.
Winter 2016.
Oh my
yeah.
god, that was the same season.
Yeah.
God damn.
I like
Oh,
the
you have
music.
another
too.
question.
Yeah,
Shout out to
goddamn.
that butt. Shout out to the butt.
Oh yeah,
Season
and
two, when?
Yo, you may though.
Yume Booty.
Yume's butt.
Oh, also,
Yume Button.
in terms of influential anime, if I want to talk negatively, we now have commitment issues to Trigger because of Darling in the Franxx. But they were able
Does anybody else remember?
Darling in
No,
the
we don't
Franxx.
remember Darling in the
Bronx?
Bronx.
We must remember the terrible
was-
side of influence.
No,
but then Promare came
Trigger
out.
has disavowed themselves from Darling in the
I know, yeah. You told me the whole thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's.
When did
I
they
know,
decide to
it's-
start saying Franks?
Because that's what they're supposed to say.
Oh,
As in like
Franks.
Frankfurt or
Franks.
something.
Franks.
No, his name is Dr. Franks.
Oh,
Wow.
whoops. But yeah, that's all I had to
Bronx
contribute.
Master.
But Franks Master
That was the most forced name ever. I'm never
It's
saying
pronounced
that again. Oh.
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Shinsekai Avon Gideon.
Jellian. Actually.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh god.
The second show that I wanted to shout out is Hoshiki no Kuni. Because
No.
it kind
Yeah.
of
Let's
changed
go.
perspective on how
3D
full CGI shows could
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
And Beastars as
times.
well. After that,
Yeah, I was
by
thinking
Orange
of Beastars
Studio.
too.
Yeah, it's how highly creative, imaginative, and just overall fantastic visually they were. It was really nothing like before, and I feel like more shows in the future could be like that, even though they're really hard to make, apparently. So we'll see how it goes. But I feel like they are really like standouts in this era.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Shout out to Violet
and-
Evergarden for spawning the best series of podcasts
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Podcast
and getting me involved with the server. Big shout out.
Imagine if these anime series didn't exist. Oh my god.
Oh, so sad.
Y'all are sleeping on the most influential anime of all time.
Handshakers.
Big order, Mouse. Big order.
My Hero
No, My Hero
Academia
Academia literally
influential
invented anime.
Invented anime, but actually, unironically, I would answer My Hero Academia as a
Yeah, me
really
too.
influential anime because the way it's released, like a new season every single year, that's kind of
Yeah.
not a thing that anime really did normally.
That's true.
That's a new
That's a good
school
point.
way of doing
Yeah,
things.
it's
Yeah.
a new way to adapt shonens.
Yeah,
The
especially
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed method.
Especially
one every year.
Yes.
with like long running shonens like Black Clover and Boruto, they're always just like going on forever. But now, ever since My Hero Academia has come out and started doing like a yearly model, now you've got shows like Attack on Titan doing that, Fire Force, Sword Art Online, like a bunch of stuff is releasing yearly now instead of just having one long season going on forever, or
Yeah, I
taking
guess that's true.
5 years in between each season.
Chihaya Furu for taking
My-
6 years between.
My Hero Academia is bringing Attack on Titan back from the dead for yearly releases.
Hmm.
Maybe,
Yeah, and
probably
I feel like
not. We'll see.
Should we
the
throw
final-
Attack on Titan in the mix?
It's not the
But it's
past 5
older.
years, but it would.
Yeah.
If we did
Well,
decade, then I'd say yes.
What was that? 2014? 2015?
Can
It
we
was 20
extend it to the decade?
2012?
Jesus.
2013, I think.
God damn.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah, because SAU was the year before, and that was 2012. So
Yeah, it was
Attack on
2014.
Titan, I'd pick Attack on Titan for the decade, but it's not past 5 years.
I don't care.
I'd say it will be SAO for the
question.
Did you have another one, Kev?
What's the most
Yeah,
influential?
I wanted to say that final pick for me would be Kaguya-sama. Because
Ooh.
I feel like it's a new benchmark for like rom-coms out there, and
Yeah.
all
You only
the
watch School
rom-com-
Rumble.
Yeah,
Yes.
School Rumble. No one really remembers it, sadly enough.
Fucking school
Because
Rumble.
School Rumble
Because
is
it's
the
from
best.
2004. Nobody's seen anime from 2004.
Dead
It's
era.
so
Dead
good.
years.
What else were you saying, Kev?
School Rumble is awesome, but yeah, Kaguya-sama is just like a new benchmark for rom-coms, and like every new rom-com that will come out for years and years will be compared to Kaguya-sama, and
That's true.
probably not in a positive way, really.
It has set the standard.
Yeah, it is in the standard.
We stand.
Of course, Killing Bites, Winter 2018. Best animation ever made.
Handshakers, Bermuda Triangle,
Tyson, you know.
Johnny Tyson, Big Order.
Citrus,
Freaking handshakers. God damn it.
Orange.
I think you mean citrus, but yes. Yeah.
I think you mean citrus.
Hell yeah.
Do we want to maybe move on to the next question? Because I don't have, because like you guys kind of said all the ones I wanted to say, Loki.
Yeah,
Like,
I did one I really want to answer, and I'm trying to find it so I can shout out whoever the hell asked it.
Is it the music one?
Yeah,
oh,
it was
an
a
album one. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Like someone said.
Oh, it's garbage.
Favorite album.
okay.
Garbage.
2020.
Garbaggio. I love
No,
that
wait,
guy.
it's Nick.
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
your
so favorite
Japanese? Yeah.
favorite albums of favorite albums of
album.
2020 thus far by Garbage. I've got a big 3 right now. Big 3 new albums.
Okay.
The new Yosei Teikoku, my favorite J metal band. They're back after like 5 years. Put out a new album. Sounds fucking awesome. Second one, we have a couple of like music fan clubs in the Discord. Nas and Becker got me into Rina Sabayama. Her new
Hell
album.
yeah,
Oh,
dude.
she's so good.
She's so like, and maybe in terms of songs, like that album, like it has a few songs I'm not super into, but at the same time, like it has like 7 tracks that I just listen to all the time. But last month when I got like super ultimate depressed, I was just mumbling Akasaka sad like all the time. I was like Akasaka sad, like all the time. It was weird. But that album's amazing. And then, of course, most recently, Run the Jewels, motherfucker! Run the Jewels 4 just came out. I've been listening to it all the time. And yeah. I don't know which one is the best out of those 3, but I love all a lot.
I think I don't really keep up with album releases.
Yeah, neither
The
do
only
I.
one I know is from 2020 is the new Run the Jewels. So I'll just say that. I don't know if I listened to
Okay.
anything that came out this year.
I'm trying to think about what I haven't listened to like a lot of albums that I really like. I haven't listened to Run the Jewels yet. I like the Rena's album a lot. I will say my favorite song that came out this year. You already know what I'm going to say. It's Dragon Ball Do-Rag by Thundercat. It's my shit.
Hell yeah.
And it also has the best music video of the year.
Did you ever
Hell
find
yeah.
a Dragon Ball Durag?
I have been looking for one for like months now,
Right.
and they're like
Shout out to
not
Chat.
available. Not
Help
even,
our
like,
boy find a Dragon Ball Durag.
I'm trying to impress you, girl. I'm trying to impress the girl who work with the Dragon Ball Do-Rag, obviously, but it's just like hard to find one, right?
First
Oh, can we talk about the worst album that's come out this year? Which is
hear
probably
it.
like, it's Green Day's album. It has to be Green Day's album.
Fuck.
I didn't even know Green Day.
I didn't even know.
Really?
I didn't know.
Album
Green
this
Day
year
got
was
one out.
hot ass.
Who cares about Green Day at this day and age?
Some people do. Green Day
It's
cares
not that I care about
themselves.
Green Day. It's that I'm mad that they put out something so bad.
It was so bad. I loved
It
it.
became the one thing you
man.
seek to
Dude,
destroy.
like one of probably my favorite moment like on the internet this year is when Fantano gave it a 0. I'm just like, you fucking deserve it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
fucking
Speaking
deserve
of-
it, and I agree.
Speaking of non-AnyTube channels, the Needle Drop. It's
Oh
great.
yeah. I wish he'd go back to the backyard intros. That shit's so comfy. Like I
was
love
good,
that.
yeah.
shit.
Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it?
Yo, this is my opinion, right?
My favorite album of this year so far is Fiona's Apple.
Oh,
Fetch.
get the bolt cutters.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened to that, but I'm like, I feel like it's just never gonna be as good as the Idler Wheel, you know? Because like that's
So-
peak Fiona for me.
It's so incredibly overhyped, really, by
Yes.
and I feel like it's deserved. Actually, I feel like it's really incredible album. By all means, it's fantastic. It's like so
Yes,
so
Queen
revealing
Slay.
and interesting, narratively and musically. It's amazing.
Mhm.
And the other album that I want to kind of shout out is it's from very obscure band called Porridge Radio, and it's the album called Every Bad. I probably link it a bit later, and it's like a really slow burn post punk with female vocals, and I really love this shit. And I've been listening to it on repeat for like many weeks now.
That sounds kind of cool.
Nice. You guys gotta link me all these because I'm very bad at keeping up with any music. I've been listening to the same music for
years.
For years, dude. I'm like
Yeah, Sam.
right when I get into my car.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All I've been listening to is a lot of like old school funk and disco. So I'm like, I have a hard time keeping up with like new music.
Right.
So I'm like,
dude, because of you, I can't stop. Do you know what my closeout song is for when I'm like cleaning up at work? It's freaking relax, don't do it. That's all I listen to at work. But in terms of 2020, I have no knowledge of any music that's been coming out because I obviously listen to Love Live music all the time. But if I were to at least answer the question in terms of like
a song for you though.
I don't even know what that is. What?
The song for you for the Muse song from 2020. When they came back after 9 years.
Oh, when they came back. See, I like that. My bad. Yeah. See, I listened to that a few times and like I just forgot about it honestly.
I love Muse. I love that band.
But no, yeah. Thank you, Fate. But the thing is, like, in terms of just albums, like, no albums I've listened to in 2020 or even 2019. The only thing I remember was like from 2018. Is that Radwimps album called Human Bloom. I bet that came like way further back. I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. But that's the only album like I like stand by in terms of like what I've like listened to religiously. Let me see if I can find the year of that. But that's all I have.
To be fair, there's not a lot of music that's come out this year.
Yeah, if this was 2019, I could probably have a little bit more to say.
Yeah.
Like 2019, like I think there's that Little Sims album that was really, really, really good. And I liked it a lot.
Never mind.
Human Bloom dropped an EP this year that was pretty good too.
I'm so behind. But... Human Bloom came out in 2016. Yeah. This is how far back I am.
Or even if this was 2018, I can go way more into detail about
stuff
that came out in 2018.
That I loved in 2018.
You guys gotta link me all these so that I can at least get my music taste in order.
My two favorite albums, I think I have a tie so far this year. For 2020, the first one is by I don't know if you guys have heard of this band. I don't think Shaw has. It's by a band called Burnout Syndromes.
I've never heard of them ever.
I've never heard of them.
Hilarious.
They do like some OPs and stuff for a show you might have heard called Haikyuu.
Terrible show.
Terrible show. Definitely don't watch it. But their album Phoenix is really good because it has the OP and also it has Hikari Are, which is the OP from the third season, but like an acoustic version, and it's really, really, really good. And they also have a Toby Fly acoustic version as well, which is really fucking good.
Toby
Fly.
No, here's the thing. Whenever I see Tobey Fly, I just think of Tobey Maguire, like saying like Spider-Man. Like fly.
He pictures Haikyuu.
You're so dumb. God.
And then the other favorite album of mine so far this year is it's from another band you guys might not have heard of. Definitely not Shaw. It's Honeyworks, and they collaborated with Chico for Chico with Honeyworks. And the song Kessen Spirit, which might have also been the ED for Haikyuu this season.
Maybe.
This year.
Yeah.
So it's very good.
Man. I wonder how you find this obscure.
These obscure.
Never been heard of before.
God, Kessen Spirit goated though. I don't know if I like that or Pride Kakume more yet. But I'll have to get to Pride Kakume and Gintama first before I can make a final decision.
Goated.
Kessen Spirit just makes me like, it's not even a sad song, but I just like I feel myself tearing up while watching the Haikyuu season 4 ED and listening to Kessen Spirit.
Aww.
I don't know. I just really love Haikyuu, guys. One of the biggest regrets and worst mistakes of my life was recommending Haikyuu to Shaw.
The best of times.
Oh, speaking of music questions, I remember Noso asked a question about what our favorite game soundtracks are, and I'm like, I remember that one.
Oh, we both have limitations, yeah.
The world
he gave us limitations
again.
Too, son of a bitch.
Chrono Trigger again.
I mean, Kirby's soundtrack is fire. I am
not allowed to say Katamari, even though that's objectively the best soundtrack ever.
Well,
so
I'm currently 64. My
I can't say.
Guitar Hero 3.
Oh yes,
Unironically true.
Dude,
yes,
that's a good one.
Fucking amazing.
I'm thinking Guitar Hero 2 when they had Through Fire and Through Flames because I freaking love Dragon Force.
That's 3.
That's 3? Okay, my guy. Yeah. Thank you. Because I was listening to Dragon Force before they even.
I got you.
Sonic Firestorm. I have a shirt. I should have wore that.
There are games I've played that have good OSTs. Like overall, like I think Overwatch has a good OST. I think
Nier.
I think Spider-Man PS4 has a good OST. Fake Grand Order actually has a really good OST. There are some banger of some tracks in there as well. But I think the real winner of this is not because of quantity, but because of quality, because it has the greatest video game track of all time. Has to be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yes!
Oh, fuck, Game from the
Oh my
20th.
god, yes!
It's so good.
What's the best track on
Ironic.
that soundtrack, Tay?
Oh yeah, running around at the
See,
speed of
that's
sound.
We've got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow.
Keep
Fucking
moving.
love
That
Cityscape.
is, like, unironically, that's in, like, a shared first place with Chrono Trigger.
It's a banger. It is as the kids say these days, a bop.
It
I
hits
thought you were saying
The bop.
It's out the kids these days.
The
Shay.
kids don't say poggers. The Zoomers
Kids
don't even know
definitely say
poggers. Do they say poggers?
I don't think they do.
I say poggers. I'm
Oh,
still
You're
a
not
kid.
kids.
Thanks. I don't think it's anymore.
Becker, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not kids.
Wait,
How old
I'm
is
kidding. Come on.
Becker's still young and hip.
Yeah, dude, look at him. He's walking
still
around
love
right
it.
now.
This person here.
Hello, fellow kids.
These hips don't lie.
Dude. Dude, but Becker just always like fills my head with all these things that apparently kids are saying, and I believe them 100%. I'm like, yeah, kids are saying that. Yeah.
Something about drip. Something
Oh,
got drip.
Drip.
Drip, don't drown, though.
Drip.
Drip to drop
Don't
top.
drown.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yo, I
Something
stab
about
someone.
drip.
I'm like, yo, it's the drip.
Oh god.
I don't get it.
I probably
Wait, do you guys remember the Super Mario Sunshine soundtrack?
Yes,
The
of course.
Delfino
Yes, I
Plaza?
do. Oh, speaking of other video game soundtracks, I want to say Animal
Blum,
Crossing
blum,
is
blum,
really
blum,
good. Animal Crossing is
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
I gotta go. I mean, like, honestly, I think this might apply to Moz too. I just don't know how much, but like, my childhood is just like the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. Like,
Oh yeah.
here's simple and
Oh, dude,
clean.
I will.
Yeah.
No, he
Oh,
cuts
Tay
out.
started saying-
simple and clean. Actually, no, Sanctuary is my shit.
Sanctuary is so good.
Sanctuary, simple and clean. The like loadings. I forget the name of the song. That's just like the loadings. It's
The Halo loading screen.
Oh.
Oh, dude, the Halo soundtrack. Dude. Marty O'Donnell.
Oh, so really cool.
the one of just like guys walking into the bathroom singing the Mario.
love that
the
video.
Halo soundtrack.
So cool thing about in Halo, the Halo 2 soundtrack, when you hear the guitar in the background, did you know that guitar the guitar?
Oh, it's dearly beloved, Maz. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
dude,
deal-
well,
I
that's
hear,
fair.
I feel that in my sleep. Like that's just the song.
I
That's
hear-
my like.
Get it out of my head! I can't stop.
Isn't that like one of the like side game names? Like I can hear it in my sleep or something. That's like
That
one
probably
of
sounds. That
the, like
sounds like it.
2.6 or something.
Oh my
It
god.
probably is. Kingdom Hearts math of like all this like 2.9 games.
Kingdom
like,
Hearts.
Jesus Christ.
Kingdom Hearts
Or-
Mobile.
Oh, for
Mobile.
7, like Jesus
I can
Christ.
see the sounds.
I can
can
see
feel
the
them.
ending.
Yeah, and then of course like Persona 5 recently. Is,
I
like,
I
then
just
the
started
meme
Persona
song.
5. It's so good. I was like, dude.
Persona 5 has
Never
been
see it
like,
coming.
Ooh.
oh my god, last surprise. Like I probably hate it by now, but you know it keeps hitting. It just keeps hitting.
Ba-da-da.
Da-da-da. Oh, so
Yeah.
DDLC also has a good soundtrack.
Sean, have I shown you the
yes, yes.
It's like the copyright-free version of the Persona 5 opening.
Wait,
No.
no, please send.
No, what?
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
What?
keep this.
I will link this to you guys.
Thank you.
I have it saved in my my good shit.
Da-da-da.
The good shit folder.
Yeah.
The one that you have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
save.
This
Oh.
implies the existence of bad shit.
Well, there definitely is bad
That
shit. I
folder
just
is
don't have a
bigger.
folder.
That's the
Folder.
desktop, actually. His
I have a
desktop.
I have a folder.
Where I keep
have,
all of the videos I hate.
I need to remember this so I can cheat on
You need to
this.
archive it, man. Just in
Persona
case.
5 copyright-free opening. Here it is.
In case I need to get really angry about something.
But yeah.
I don't want-
But yeah, so cool piece of info about the Halo 2 theme. The guitar that comes in was all improv and freestyle. He heard it for the first.
No.
Yeah, so when
Okay.
you hear it, you're just listening, and then he starts playing it, and then they recorded that whole thing, and they're like, "That's it. That's the sound, man." It's like, oh,
That's it.
that's the one. So now when you listen to it,
Now
that guy was
that's
just
the drip.
that's the pieces right there.
That's the pieces.
right there. So cool,
Wait.
cool piece of it.
Ross had a really good question that I feel like we should answer as an anime podcast.
Okay.
Which is, what is your favorite cut of animation ever?
Oh, I love this. Okay,
man,
Fate.
there's
Wait,
so
is this
many
the time?
Oh.
Fate, is this
Oh,
the time where we
jeez.
go over what an Atano Circus is?
Yeah, show
Yeah.
me.
It's like people who don't know, this is like kind of a thing that like so in one of the like semi recent podcasts, like last 10, 20 podcasts, whatever, I don't remember. it was like Fate with Sinris and I think Maz, and he mentioned an Itano circus, and they're like, "What is that?" And I was listening to it like after they recorded it, and I like rolled over in my grave, like, bruh. And then Fate had to be like, "Oh, it's just something I like," and I'm like, "No, Fate, this is iconic.
But
Fate
that's not
should
what
know."
happened. Fate ripped us a new one.
No, he didn't. He was just like simpering in the corner on stream, and then I'm like, "No, attack them, slay them."
I mean, to be fair, in Itano Circus, like I think a lot of people know what it is. They just don't know that there's a term for it.
Yeah, I think they could recognize it. They just don't know the name. That's true.
Because that was the case for me.
Yeah. Like everyone's seen it. They just might not know the title. That's
I'm confused by this. What is it?
That's panic way to murder you.
That's it. See them, Fate.
No, I legit don't know. Same. Like
But you don't know what it was. So it was. It's done by an animator named Itano. I believe it was on Ideon back in the day, like the 70s. And he did this really impressive cut, like all hand drawn. And you've definitely seen it. You've seen like, especially in Mecha, where like a bunch of missiles get shot out,
if
and
you've
then
seen
they like.
any Eureka 7 opening, you've probably seen the Itano Circus.
But like, it's gotten to the point where it's not even just in mecha anime. Like, My Hero Academia has an Itano circus cut of something.
Yes.
Like,
I believe Bakugo is one of the Itano circuses. Yes.
Yeah, and then they have like.
Was that when he
like,
launches himself away from All for One?
No,
it's like the character like moves like back away from the camera, and then like a million projectiles like come out from around them.
They're all like intersecting projectiles, so they get the sense of like multiple shit blowing up.
They do a Farah.
Farah. Okay.
Circus.
Yeah.
Why is that called? Why do you call it a circus?
Because it's like a. Oh, go ahead.
Because it's a cool name to call it, man. Like.
It's like a circus of like they call it's like.
Circus of projectiles or something.
Exactly. You know how like a circus is like crazy and they have a lot of stuff going on at once, so it's like.
Yep.
You know, like
there's like lions and clowns
like
everywhere.
Because it's some clown shit. That's why it's a circus.
You know, but you know what's funny is like people not knowing what this is. It like makes it the Randy of like animation cuts. Like nobody knows what this is.
No, not the Randy animation.
R.I.P. Randy.
Well, I think the new age
call
is
it the Randy cut.
The Randy cut. We'll call it that.
The Randy cut.
The Randy cut.
God, oh, I love the Itano circus.
I mean that in the best way possible. I love Randy. Like.
So does the same concept apply in hentai? Because I've seen in hentai where like
you've seen it in Itano circus
back and just
Imagine Itano circus in hentai.
I don't know what to imagine in
everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh my god.
I'd be like actually impressed if they did
There's
that.
projectiles everywhere.
All at the same time.
The circus is named after the acrobatic flight of a 3-plane formation by Minoru Genda, a pilot of Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service at a dedication ceremony, which was called Genda Circus.
Oh, it's deeper than that.
Yeah, so there's an actual
reason. I like our own
thing.
I kind of like our own definition a bit more, but I mean,
like it.
I like calling it the Randy cut.
Randy cut.
But
I like calling it the circus because there's lots of shit going on at once. That's like
exactly. But
God.
I don't know. I think my favorite cut has. I think. God. I mean, if it's just one cut, right? Like you can only do one cut, not even
one. Honestly, it's really hard to pick one.
Yeah, it's super hard to pick.
Because like, a really good scene is
the
name
shows with really good cuts?
No, just one.
I like the one cut.
It's anyone can name like shows with good animation.
Yeah, like I could be like
the point is to like pick out a moment.
Yeah, I like the moment.
Okay.
This is anime only or manga?
Anime only.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first. So there's the fight with Asuka in End of Evangelion has some really nice cuts that I like.
Not one cut. That's done by actually like.
There's specific cuts that I like that I can't really like name because it's spoilers, right?
Like, I think I know.
So I'm just gonna say that fight in End of Evangelion has cuts that I like. There's final fights in Shampoo that I really like.
I was actually going to use Asuka as an example of one that isn't one cut because it's so famous for having like 6-7 different people doing it and bringing their own flavor into that entire fight, which is really cool. But yeah, no.
Man, I'm gonna break.
I really love. To me, I think my favorite one, not just because it looks fucking amazing, but also the historical context of it, is the Ano cut in Nausicaa.
Ooh, I don't even know which cut it is. But
Same,
let's go.
same.
No, it's the one where the warrior of the gods or whatever comes out and like
it's
is
the
like
big magma one, right? Like,
yeah, and it's like
or the
melting
lava,
and
yes.
just
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
like, below- that's like the one cut he did for Nausicaa, and it was like him like showing up to Miyazaki and being like, please let me do this cut, and it like really helped launch his career because of the Ano cut in Nausicaa. And like that cut is just so fucking legendary. It looks so clean. Like you put that up against anything this day and age, and like it'll stand up to it and beat it. But I also really like there was one really extended, impressive cut in Mob Psycho 100 season 2 last year.
Oh, the fight against the blind
The
guy.
teleport,
Or
with the
not the blind
teleport
guy.
guy?
Teleporter guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That was
one
one of
where
the first
like,
things that came to my mind too.
The one where at a certain point it like it snaps to the like the first person shooter perspective from the gun.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is so fucking insane. It's one person.
that shit was wild. That was so good.
that was awesome. And that's not the one everyone necessarily thinks of, but it's so good that it's like the fact that that's like a top 3 cut from that season is insane.
That it might not even be the best cut from that season, and yeah, it's like maybe it's the best, one of the best cuts of
That
the.
was one of. That was one of the things I thought of. I have a couple others as well. I just finished Sarah no Moribito this morning.
Ooh, nice.
I want to
Really good show.
shine on you.
There's a cut that they reuse a few times because it's part of like a flashback for the main character of Becky, you know the one I'm talking about,
Yes.
where Jigoro like drops his spear and then like does a somersault and grabs it again and stabs the guy. Yeah, that shit is so sick.
It's
um,
insane.
The fight choreography in that show is insanely good.
I'm
it's
just thinking about like all
absolutely
the fights
amazing.
in the first episode that are just like in those like what is it like not rice fields but like they're just in the fields. It's at
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
It's like oh my god, I love that shit.
And then she like grabs the rock and like bashes the guy's skull in.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, that's so
Pretty
good.
poggers.
It's extremely poggers. Another one I thought of is in the Rainy Devil fight in Bakemonogatari.
Ooh, that's a great
When
one.
she like when
Spooky.
she grabs Araragi by his intestines and like swings him around.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
fun.
Oh, can we talk about like cuts in like Kizu Monogatari? Oh, the cut
Oh,
with Araragi
the
on
one-
there's so
fire.
many
The one
Oh,
when he's
yeah,
on
he's
fire
on-
is
Oh my
great.
God.
That was gonna be one of
The
mine.
beginning?
My dude, is what we
That
call
was gonna be one of
Fuego.
mine.
Yeah. And then the last one that came to mind was in Fooly Cooly when Nauta hits the
How can
baseball.
I forget Fooly Cooly? Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude!
And that whole
Oh, the
360
cut where like
shot
Hanako
and
goes on the big gun and she's in the bunny suit. Yes.
That's another good one. Yeah.
Oh, if
Yeah,
you
but
want to,
definitely the standout one for me is at the end of the baseball episode when he swings the bat and like hits
Yes,
the
he finally
meteor
swings the
into
bat.
space. Yeah, that's the good shit.
in terms of baseball episodes, I want to nominate these 2 cuts from Pokemon Sun and Moon that I just posted. Secret General. This is the best thing ever. These are my favorite animation cuts.
Let's
Nice.
see.
These are the animes.
This is Pokemon Sun and Moon, by the way.
Pretty
Fuck.
poggers.
You should really
That's
watch
actually-
no,
Pokemon
that's
Sun
good.
and Moon.
Yo.
Oh yeah, this is dope
Yeah,
as
that
hell.
was really good. What the fuck?
Yo, wow! Wait, when did Pokemon look so? Yeah, I know.
I love Pokemon now.
Unironically, there was a baseball episode in Pokemon Sun and Moon that was just the most insanely animated thing ever. And it was like fucking nuts.
They're just
I'm
We
gonna
flex-
stand a
more.
baseball episode,
just
honestly.
There's
flexing on
There's
all their
several.
stuff.
Yo, baseball episode when of the podcast? Where we
I know,
talk
right?
about baseball.
Baseball episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should totally do that.
Dude,
Dude,
best-
still airing right now, and I don't even think.
Dude, we should do
Mom's
like
watching it.
best baseball episodes from anime
And we can
that
just talk
they're
about
not
Shampoo
baseball.
and Fooly Cooly. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
there you
This
go.
is a
Yeah.
great time.
We'll have to talk about
And,
what beat Charlotte then.
And Shonen Bato
Oh,
from
God,
Paranoia
we have to talk
Agent.
about Charlotte? Oh, maybe I don't want to do this.
Duro
anymore.
Hero
Never
had a
mind.
really good baseball episode
Baseball
recently.
sucks.
Oh. I never got to talk about my favorite cut because I can't think of any. But the one off the top of my head is the one fight between One Punch Man and Genos. When they
Oh,
first
yeah,
fight,
that's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
one.
when Genos like come
Yeah.
at me with everything, and then you just see the demon fist like coming out that's like bigger than him. Like even when I saw that, I almost jumped out of my seat. I was like, "Oh God!" Like, never mind. I give. That's the one I could
I want
think
to
of.
give, I want to
What
give a
is it?
shout out to more of like. Oh, sorry. Were you still talking?
No.
Well, I
I
just
was-
wanna-
No, keep going. I feel bad. No, I feel bad.
I'm-
Okay, keep going.
No, I'm joking. But
I
like,
want to add
initial
that,
D. Yeah, that's all I can say. Initial D.
Initial-
Yeah, initial D.
Too many moments in there, but I'll say it's just that. Oh, Ma's getting geared up. Ooh, this is...
I want to add to the One Punch Man thing. I raise you the manga of Man, which the sequence. Oh wait, you can't hear me. Can you hear me?
You
Yeah,
got,
you got in and out.
you got
Yeah,
cut off
we
for a
hear
bit.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I want to raise you the manga of One Punch Man, which literally has sequences of pages that turn into gifs.
Ooh.
It's-
Are you serious? Like, you flip
Yeah,
them?
Murata is insane. Murata,
Yeah.
shout out to Murata for also blessing us with iShield 21. But like his art is just absolutely fucking nutty. He's an OG.
That's pretty sick.
I've yet to
say
watch
something was
iShield
nutty?
21 because I want accuracy.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I've only heard one other person say something is nutty, and I was like, I was not expecting that from you. I was like, it works, man.
Oh, hey,
Thank
Jack,
you.
Man, we haven't described anything as nut. How
Whoa.
like off-brand for us.
What? Yeah, what
Oh,
the
man.
hell?
What's our fucking problem?
I know.
Honestly,
Anyway,
I need another
I-
bang.
I gotta head out, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Is
Aw,
this
man.
it? Is this it?
But I don't know. You guys can keep going. I just gotta go at
Oh.
6:30.
I'm still
Unluckily.
walking around town. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just moving.
Dude,
Like,
you're getting
I
I
such
like
good
working
steps
like 5
right
hours.
now.
I'm just trying to think of something to do.
Yeah, oh my god. One Punch Man cut from Murata's art is that's insane. Yo, scroll up and show them the Did I send the Mob Psycho one?
You
Hold on.
didn't. No.
I was trying to be careful always because I don't want to show like our chat history and all that. So with these guys, right?
Because we talk
We get
shit about
copy-
everyone.
We get like copyright struck from like Sakugaburo clips.
Yeah.
I know.
Ooh.
Can you imagine? All right, I posted the one
copyright's a
the Mob
bitch.
Psycho one because the Mob Psycho one, like, put that shit off because that is, God. Oh my God.
Is
yes.
this?
That's so.
Oh God. Jesus, this is super intense.
Yo, go down,
And
go down.
you,
Yeah, the Itano circuses.
yeah, and then you go down. I think.
Yeah, Becky, go down, go down.
I'm in the future. Okay, I'm already watching it.
Okay.
Down, down.
down.
Oh, this is cool. I should
Oh
watch
my
this. I
God.
should watch this season. I have yet to watch.
I
it.
want to give a shout out to because we did a lot of like fight animation, but I want to give a shout out to character animation,
Or
specifically
emotional cuts.
Mhm,
Yes.
Jack.
I was thinking about this.
specifically Violet Evergarden episode 7. You all know the one of her like
Oh
jumping
yeah.
over the lake, like
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's so many you see like all the time, and you're like, you know what? I am okay with seeing this literally 100 times. Like, keep playing this, and that one is just
And they don't
super
stop
great.
coming.
They don't stop coming.
Stop coming.
I will link. Also,
Speaking
shout
of-
out to
Shout out
another
to H5.
OG Nakamura cut, which was him in the Soul Eater second opening, doing an Itano
Oh,
circus
Brand for sure.
without.
Nakamura Itano circus and the Paper Moon. Oh my
Yes, shout
goodness.
out to just Paper Moon as
Wait,
an
doesn't
opening.
that also have Nitano Circus?
It does.
Paper Moon also has an.
Oh,
no,
I remember
Paper Moon
this, yo.
is
This is
one of my
fire.
favorites.
I freaking miss Soul Eater so much.
Me too.
I miss
OG.
you, Bacon, because I haven't seen you in like a year.
You were supposed to come over, but no. The
I was
pandemic.
supposed to come for soccer con,
I
but
know,
like,
dude.
you know,
Oh.
COVID had me like, yo,
Itano
what's
circus
up?
up. There was an Itano circus up on the stream. The people need to see witness the greatness of Paper Moon.
Everyone
I already
injects
did.
Paper
I
Moon
already
into
did.
their
I'm-
veins.
Black paper moon.
Oh,
And then
I
here's
forgot to
the-
mention. I forgot to mention my favorite cut of animation is actually just the entirety of Nichijou.
I
Yeah.
love Nichijou.
I was gonna say the entirety of Redline.
Oh god, the hair.
Yo,
right?
the
The
entirety
hair.
of Promare. I got it.
Here's the
Yeah.
hand-drawn
Yeah.
animation.
In Nichijou, I just love the way Mio punches people because it's like well detailed. It just reminds you of actual boxing. Like her shadow boxing and like oh god, and the drill punch, like the rotation.
Oh, there's like cuts in Ippo that I really like too. When
Oh.
like Ippo first does the Dempsey roll. Holy
yes.
shit,
let, me,
dude.
let me put that up.
Yes.
We're just gonna be looking up cuts of all of our
Oh my
favorite
goodness.
anime now.
Yeah.
Why, like,
And then there's jet engine noises. Oh, dude. Hell yeah.
You guys need to watch Ippo. Oh my
Everyone
god.
needs to watch Ippo and Initial D. Y'all are slacking. I'm slacking actually because I've only seen half of Initial D. So like, I'm
Initial
slacking, but
D.
not
I think
slacking
I've
as much
seen
as
more Initial D than you have then.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm a fake stan.
You
I'll
know,
be honest, I wasn't crazy about Initial D.
Oh my god.
Well, is it the
We're not
PS2 animation? The horrible CGI? Because that's what's getting my
I
brother.
don't know, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
the
just...
Mostly
cheese is
it's
what
just
makes
like-
it.
The CGI, you know, that's the times. I'm not gonna fault it for that.
Alright,
The character designs, those are so fucking hideous.
Well,
So everything
that's
that
the
you do,
point.
everything
The
is
point
like-
is the focus is the cars, not the people. It's all about the
I
cars.
know,
focus
but like,
is the-
you
is
can
the
make the people
adrenaline.
not physically painful to look at.
Okay, you're
You
right.
get used to it, man. You really just get used to it after a while.
Physically painful to look at.
Like last year, my roommate and I watched like 3 or 4 seasons of Initial D in like
Damn.
4 days.
Damn.
Okay, so you probably liked it on some level if you binged it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It is fun, but it's like,
Dude.
Do you at
It's
least, do you
not
at
a
least
great
fuck with the
show.
soundtrack?
oh, totally.
Dude,
yeah, you
forever,
cannot.
forever young is what I listen to when I drive sometimes, and that's dangerous to listen to when you drive. His headlights, forever, running in the 90s. But
For you,
do you like my car?
Do you like my car?
Oh god! I'm gonna start saying that to every time when Becker comes to visit me. I'm like, do you like my car?
He's like, do you like my car? And I'm like, no, I don't.
No.
You gotta step on the gas.
I also just want to say, I definitely gotta go. But
Me too.
I just want to say I love all you guys. This is amazing. Thank you to
Woo.
everyone who subscribed to the channel. It really means so much. Like I can't begin to describe how much it has meant to us that you guys have taken time to subscribe to us, to listen to us, to support us, and we hope we
got
continue.
another-
Note on the
Got
VCR.
an extra
To not
100
up
since we hit
the
5,000.
We hope we you know, we hope you appreciate where we come from, and we hope we exceed your expectations with where we go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys can keep talking, keep answering
Yeah.
questions, keep answering chat, but I gotta go. And Shaw,
Me
you said
too.
you had to go?
I do, yeah. I appreciate all you guys here, and I
Hooters.
appreciate everyone listening and for subscribing. So even though we have to leave, hopefully you guys stay around, and me and Fate at least, will catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
The
You know-
10
I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm lost.
Oh no! Okay, guys, we need to
Alright,
help
I'm
Becker get home.
And I'm gonna head out.
See ya.
Peace.
later.
Love you
I'm
guys.
lost in the world.
Alright, now that they're gone, hentai.
Oh, now that they're
Par-
gone, we can talk
Boys
about bullshit.
Oh no,
boys
Cav's
club.
here.
We're like hentai sex. Ooh.
Ooh, H6 is coming. Actually, it was supposed to come out June 29th, but like it's not happening
shit.
for a long time.
It's not happening. It's so sad.
Funny enough, there actually is 6 people in the chat now. Hilarious.
Yeah, all according to plan. Actually, for me, I have time for like one more question. If we're gonna
Yeah,
go into
Can I,
this.
can I
Let's
ask
do
a
a
question,
little bit
actually?
Maybe
How
one or
big
Can I
two.
ask a non-anime question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do it up.
Okay.
Okay.
What's like one hobby you guys like want to get into but have never had the time or whatever reason to get
Ooh,
into?
For me, it was
that's a great
Warhammer,
question.
but now I am.
Warhammer.
fucking question.
Jesus.
I would
Oh.
love to do more analytical content about sports, like whether it be sports writing or podcasting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really it. I just haven't really committed to it.
Do you do like fantasy baseball or any fantasy like related stuff? Because
No, but it would be. It might be kind of interesting to do. Like, I don't know. It's like there's a barrier of entry that I haven't quite figured out how to get across yet.
right.
The sports people are demanding too. Like you really got to know your shit.
That's
they're
all.
better nerds than us.
Well, with
Like,
the
they
with
are
me,
better nerds, dude.
I'm in the middle. Like my mind is still stuck in like the mid 2010s. So there are times I'm just like, wait, who got traded? Like I'm just like, wait, I thought he was on this team. But like I would do fantasy football mainly because it helps me keep up with the sport. And I did it last year, and we had to disband it midway through the season because there was some cheatsy doodling going on, which is major bullcrap. Because my team was the best, and I was destroying. And then I just saw some trades that happened. I was like, wait,
I'm
what's
starting
that?
to think Bacon was the one doing the little cheatsy doodling.
No, no, I was not cheating. I did my research and I was being smart. But
Whatever, insider trader, whatever.
no,
man.
no. But yeah, they returned everyone's funding, and I was like, okay. But with me, when it comes like to sports related stuff, it's just hard for me just to keep up with it all, just because I don't consume.
Don't stop
that much.
coming. Like literally,
Like, all I do is just watch sports documentaries. I was so enticed by watching The Last Dance because
oh, I gotta watch The Last Dance.
it's
That's
so good, dude. Jordan and like that time, because I still have a lot of old Jordan merch in my room right now.
Do they get to Space Jam in that documentary?
They do mention it. They mention it for like a good like 15 minutes because they
Hell
talk.
All right,
yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, but it's like they were more focused on, and even Jordan said it. He's like, the movie didn't mean much to me. I was more focused on winning because he would act throughout the day, and they built him a basketball court next to his.
They built
trailer.
him
Yeah.
there's a train.
Yeah, and then
set.
a lot of NBA stars flew in just to play against him, and I was like, what? So it's a really cool documentary you guys gotta check out. And tonight is
He was playing basketball and making the best movie in the world.
And then he
You're about to
played-
say baseball. I was like, yeah, go White Sox.
I was also about to say baseball, but he also did that.
Yeah,
So.
he did that, and it was
Yeah.
it was meh. But in terms of like, and right now I'm kind of excited for tonight because I'm gonna watch the Bruce Lee documentary, Be Water. But in terms of
Ooh, nice.
hobbies I want to get into, I'm kind of starting to step into it. I just need this pandemic to end, which won't happen anytime soon, sadly.
They won't do it. No balls.
We'll be strong. We'll be fine, guys.
They won't do it. They won't end. No balls.
But the thing is, like, I last year I started to get into boxing for real.
Nice.
Because I started training with like this one dude I met at my friend's party. Because he's like, hey, he watched Hajime no Ippo, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. And then he says he teaches that style of boxing, which is close combat, like peekaboo style.
Peekaboo style? Hell yeah.
He teaches that, and he actually runs that because he's an amateur boxer. And he was all like, yeah, dude, just $10 a session. I'll teach you the basics. And I took 2 sessions from him. And it was
Man,
like,
$10 is $10.
yeah, dude, $10 is $10, and I was perfectly fine
Hell
with
yeah,
that.
with the callbacks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I've always had a punching bag at my house, and I always did that to like work out on, and I've been using that a lot more now, and just been doing like general workouts. But one of my goals in life is to just like spar someone for once, and like
Dude, I'll be your punching bag.
No, no,
Beat me, daddy.
you'll die. But that's one hobby I want to get into, but very lightly because my head's already jacked up as it is from football. So it's like I don't
Are
want
you
to.
insane in the membrane, dude? Like,
Yes, I am.
You know, the beard is like nice padding. It's perfect.
The beard adds strength.
honestly,
That's why I'm
dude,
growing
you'll be
it.
fine. Like, just put some dirt in it. You'll be okay.
Stop. That's what as coaches. That's what we used to say.
Rub some nut in it.
Please, no, that's disgusting.
But that's overall what I want to get to. Just more like fitness stuff. Like I want to do a triathlon one day, and I already have a bike, and I already run, and I like swimming. So yes, must
Yo,
train
biking.
harder.
Biking is legit.
It is legit. Well, what about you
Okay,
guys?
so for like hobbies I want to get into, so aside from like playing an instrument, which I'm trying to get into, I would say the one thing I would like, it's not that different from anime, but it's like comic books. Comic books is like something that I would probably like, but
Yeah.
I just for whatever reason never got into
yeah.
because of like I already have like so many hobbies, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I had less hobbies, but like,
Well, there's so much
Yeah.
because there's all those universes
So much
and like.
interesting stuff to do.
Dude, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
got me to try getting into comic books. And it's like, oh, this is like a big storyline, but if you want to continue it, you gotta read Captain Marvel, and then you gotta read Nova, you gotta read this run of the X-Men, and it all comes together into this special thing at the end.
Right.
Black Mirror Vortex, whatever it was called.
right.
And I was so
Yeah, it's
paid,
like-
but Jesus Christ, I had to
Timmy Power
download
Hour
so
type of
many
shit.
comics. I had to read like 10 different series just to make it make sense.
Yeah, like the big, like main comic book universes, like the DCs and the Marvels and whatever, feel to me like more effort required than they're worth.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, it's
But
100%
there are-
to get you to buy 20 copies, like 20 volumes of.
Yeah, that's the
Captain
thing. I'm
America.
like, that's so much shit you have to get into, and it's like, I just want to read a nice story. That's literally it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I can't do that. It's
but
2020.
there's
Don't do
like
that.
there's a fuckload of like indie comics and graphic novels.
Like,
Mhm.
like the old Batman.
I might just try
stuff.
like indie comics or some shit. That might be my vibe.
All Star
Yeah, I
Superman
think
is supposed to
that's-
be really good.
That's probably the way to go.
Oh, dancing is another thing that I want to get into. Kind of.
Dancing.
Ooh,
That's really fine.
what?
Yes,
That's
like
cool.
specifically like salsa dancing, because like
Nice.
hell yeah.
I kind of figured.
That sounds
but
like a good
nice.
time.
Like one thing I'm trying to do is get like more outside activities, right? Because like I have a lot of inside hobbies, but I'm like, it'd be a nice balance to get like more outside hobbies, if that makes sense. Like, that's just something I wanted to try to do. I'm like,
going
I don't know.
outside. Yikes.
I feel that.
I'm literally outside right now, but it's like, I don't know. It's a great way to meet people too. I'm trying to be like more like less like a, what's the word? Socially isolated all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, because I work nights, like it's really hard to like have a social life doing that.
It is.
So like, I'm trying to like have more like, I guess, of a social life, because I realize I spent a lot of my 20s not being very social, and I'm like, that's something I wanted to change going forward, right? Like, yeah.
And
so like dancing is a really like going to like I don't know, I guess not necessarily like clubbing, but like there are specific like dance clubs that teach you dancing, right? And it's like,
studios.
oh, you would probably meet like a lot of really cool people doing that, right?
Right.
Totally.
Something I wanted to try out, and you get like super well toned and everything. It's gonna have like
Yeah,
the
that sounds like
best
a great
ass
time.
ever after this.
You're gonna have such nice calves, such a nice booty.
Oh, you're gonna have such nice calves.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have clones of Cav. It's gonna be poggers.
Dude, nice.
Funny enough, thing about the like trying to socially isolate less thing. Like a couple of years ago, I tried doing that by getting into Pokemon Go. But I'm like, I'll play Pokemon Go, and I'll just happen to stumble upon someone like on
I'll
the
just
street,
meet
and that
some
never
people.
happened.
Yeah. No.
It never happened.
It never happened.
I remember that when Pokemon Go was
The
like,
thing is
all
that the
the
most
rage.
people that are doing Pokemon Go are just playing Pokemon Go just to play Pokemon Go, and it's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know. I
Bro,
feel
why are you
like
talking to
back
me? I'm
in-
just trying to get some balls.
Bro, I'm trying to play Pokemon. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like back in like 2016, everyone was playing Pokemon Go. Even
That
who
was a
never
huge
even
thing.
cared about Pokemon in the first place back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
it's super easy to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Moz should have done it like 4 years ago. instead of
See,
2.
that
Yeah,
was so
Moe's.
fucking depressing for me because, like, yeah, I am the big Pokemon
You
guy.
missed the
and all of
window,
my
bro.
friends- like, literally, all of my friends were just like, "Yo, Maz, where, like, let's play Pokemon Go." My fucking phone at the time couldn't play it. It was too old.
Oh, that sucks.
Dude, no, dude, I was the same as you. I had a phone from like the Philippines, and I had no data. Like I couldn't play, so I just drove my friends around, and they played. And then finally, when I started playing it, I was like, this is kind of boring. It's like addicting for a week, and I was like, I don't like this anymore. Why are you guys doing this? And it's dangerous because everyone I knew was driving while playing. A lot of people were driving while playing.
It was a
Don't do
fucking
that.
utopia where people were like walking into other people's properties and getting shot. All sorts of crazy stuff happened. Everyone was just everywhere playing Pokemon, and it was such a great fucking time. And I miss
Hell
it.
yeah, breaking and entering. Yeah,
I love that shit.
that's a great way to meet new people.
Like, what if like they have Pokeballs in their yard and then you get shot? You go to the hospital. There's probably a gym there.
Yeah.
Do free balls?
Win-win.
I don't know how it was in America, but here in like our banks and
Alright.
offices, there were like specific messages that do not play Pokemon Go inside.
Yeah, we got that.
Do
Too.
not
Oh yeah, there were
Yeah.
some people who
Do
banned it.
not trespass. Do not play and drive. Do not do this and that.
Do
But at
not
the same
throw
time-
balls.
At the same time, other businesses would like have signs saying like, "Hey, come charge your phone and play Pokemon Go in here."
Right.
Ooh.
Give
We
you
have a
business.
Pokestop right in the fucking restaurant. Come
Yeah.
have coffee.
Yeah, it was like a very interesting case of how the game really breaks the limit of like nerdiness and just goes viral, like super viral.
And they fucked it up with the Harry Potter one because it's too much of a game. You have to do
There was
too
a Harry
much.
Potter one?
I didn't know there's a
It's
Is
the
it
Harry
like
same
a Harry
company
Potter
made-
game where you collect the jelly beans?
It's called Wizards Unite, and you go around fighting like magical beasts.
Oh, that
You have to
sounds cool.
equip rooms. You have to manage equipment and items, and it's too
Oh,
much.
That sounds like too much work.
It's way
Yeah.
too much work. It sucks ass.
And also, it's not cool to like Harry Potter anymore.
And it's
because
not cool to
J.K.
like Harry
Rowling
Potter anymore.
Fucking sucks.
Yo, can J.K. Rowling just like fuck off? Like,
Can she just like stop talking? Like, does she not have a social media manager?
Social media is a mistake.
It is.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Fact.
Everybody listening, including the rest of you recording, delete your social medias.
honestly, do that. It's probably the best. Like,
I'm reminded of-
one of the things I do not regret doing is getting off Facebook, especially with these times because I have I have a boomer ass family, and I'm just like, I'm not here to read that shit.
Big same, my dude.
I don't read Facebook. Like I just have it for specific people.
Have
like,
it
there are
for
some
events
people
and for chatting with my family.
For birthdays, man.
There's some people who still post good memes. There are also some lol cows that I know from school. I'm just like, hey, you fucking suck.
Dumbass.
Yeah,
I was
I got
reminded
it
of
for
Oh.
events and Messenger.
Yeah.
And I don't have a Twitter, so that's my only social media.
I mean, you follow the. I'm reminded of Kanamori in Asakin saying, "Social media is not fun."
yeah. I love that. That was awesome when she said
It's
that.
for business. It's not for having fun.
It's
Fair
for
enough.
business.
No, but like
Low-key,
unironically,
it kind
that's
of is
true.
for business.
Isn't it-
It's actually,
yeah,
like,
you
super
use it to
easy.
promote your shit and then get off.
But wait, isn't
Right.
You
isn't
use it to gain
Discord
social capital.
isn't Discord a social media though?
Discord is
Yeah,
not
the second that my boomer
Oh,
relatives
yeah.
get on Discord, I'm like, I'm hopping out of here, dude. Fuck
It's
this.
like
Yeah.
your own little isolated community. Twitter, that's just everybody.
That's true. Yeah, because with me right now, I
Twitter
only.
just literally has everyone, though.
That's true.
Literally everybody.
So for me,
Little
like,
bit of
oh,
something for
great.
everyone.
I hate how you can't really delete your Facebook like profile. Like I
Yo,
still
that's the one thing I fucking hate, because I
Yeah.
would love to, like,
You can like
terminate it.
disable it, right?
freeze. It's freeze or disable.
You can
right?
disable it, but you can still log back onto it, and it'll be
yeah,
like
of
nothing
course.
changed.
Yeah, because we're always
And
being
I'm just
watched
like,
by the
"Please, let me
robot.
erase this from my life.
Please.
But then like there's some things that my friends do link me on there because I only log on to Facebook like once a month because like they're always like texting me saying, hey, do you see the event? And the thing I like to do is like, let's say there's an event that's like a for sure thing I'm gonna be at, like it'll be like my birthday,
Oh, do you
right?
still get invited to events and shit?
Yeah, well we do it to stay organized.
Yeah.
Like, hey, are we committed to this day we're gonna come together and celebrate this one person's birthday, graduation?
Yeah.
But the thing I like
Yeah,
doing,
my friends did the same thing.
yeah, it keeps everyone in check. And the thing is like,
Yeah, I still get birthday messages if I ever go back on. I'm like, oh, cool. That's right. I had a birthday.
But if there's ever an event that my friends do, and if it's an event that it's for sure that I'm gonna be there, so let's say it's my birthday, right? I'd always say not going. It's like, oh, I'm not going, and then I just appear like
Big
oh,
memes,
this is-
dude.
Yeah,
People,
memes, dude.
yeah, that's big meme.
or I always just like put like maybe, like you'll be like, oh, big New Year's celebration, right? And like I'm always there because I'm bringing
More
food.
like big memes, bro.
Or like I'm the guy that's bringing like the firewood so we could light the bonfire. I always say maybe I'll be there. It's like I'm already there
Well,
too.
now.
Yeah, I always do
Sounds
that.
way cool, dude. You sound way too cool for that event. Like, I might be
You
there. I
might
don't know,
be
man.
there, yeah. No, and my
I'm pretty reserved, actually.
and there's just this one friend. He's just like, dude, you need to answer it correctly. I'm like, why do you care? What are you gonna do? Kick me out of this party? F you. Just I'm already here.
Don't believe me.
Yeah, dude, you'll know me.
You're killing my vibes.
But in terms of like Twitter, I just lurk, and a lot of my buddies just send porn to me, which I love. And then like
Nice.
Instagram.
Okay, one thing I hate about Twitter is that like all my likes are visible, and I'm just like, I
Yes.
can't even like the whole.
Oh yeah, people can go check what you like.
Well, it gets like message to you too, saying here in this thing, here's what
Hey,
Shaw
Becker
liked.
liked this, and then I say, "Oh, really? Did he now?"
let's look at him even more.
That's the origin of the phrase.
That
horny
goes
on
in
man.
the blackmail folder.
We're gonna build a case against you. The thing I hate the most, though,
implies
The
the
worst, I
existence
like
of a white
extremely
male
political
folder.
posts at this point, so I'm just like, yeah, you know the vibes, so it's
Yeah.
like whatever.
Never hit that share to social media button on Pornhub?
oh, dude,
Yeah,
I
Why
let
is
them
it
know.
there? Why is it there? I want to.
It's to make sure
What if
that you're.
something
I want to
happens-
meet the people who are just on a like unfiltered, like horny on main. Like I want to meet those people.
I
just see how
guarantee
they're-
you don't.
Like I like to think I
No,
know
I
that,
don't,
but
I'm
there
just
are
saying that
worse.
it's like,
Dude, I just think it's so crazy how we could like go into each other's profile and just like check everything and learn about them, like just each other right off the bat without even talking.
oh, I check people's likes posts because that tells me a lot about them, like unironically. Like depending on who it is, you can get a lot.
Imagine
of
if you could check other people's upvotes on Reddit. Dude.
And then Max is just silently judging everyone by their
I
likes.
do absolutely. Everyone does. I'm just the first to admit it. Come on.
I mean, that's true. But that's
Bex, I'm horrified
I'm
by
horrified
this
too.
behavior.
Canceling is just the more upfront version of silently judging someone. Like, come on. It's
Yeah.
like one step away. Like, come on.
God,
Yeah.
yeah, it's wild. Me, I just lurk.
Yeah.
That's all I do. There's no
Going
point.
back to the original question about hobbies.
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The hobby that I kind of wanted always to get into is non-Japanese animation. kind of
Ooh.
like animation.
Oh,
My dude,
Tintin.
you gotta watch Kim Possible. You gotta watch Kim Possible, my dude.
See,
That's the sauce.
Like, I almost
That is the
literally
sauce.
not watched anything like Western animation wise because I just
Alright,
don't
you gotta watch
have...
like the '90s Spider-Man cartoon with that awesome intro.
That's actually one of the
You gotta
questions.
watch like
Weirdly
I
tangentially
feel like I
related.
Really?
watched it.
What's
Oh.
our favorite 2010s non-anime animated shows? forget
I say
who
like
acted.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Yo,
I
Gumball's
am-
sick.
Gumball. Gumball's the shit.
I've actually been watching Steven Universe. I got
How
You know,
is Steven
Universe is one of
Universe?
those shows I gotta watch.
so I contracted with me and my girl. In return, she's watching Love Live. I made her watch Love Live, and she's kind of liking it. I'm like, good. But Steven Universe, I'm on season 5, and it's pretty good. I think.
Steamrolling, dude.
Yeah, I think the thing. Well, it's like 10-minute episodes, so it's like really snackable. It's actually been pulling me away from being on Twitter and Instagram all day. I'm just like, oh, what's 10 minutes? Oh yeah, just watch an episode, and then another one, and then another one,
And another one.
another
Stop
one.
coming.
And it stops coming all over you. And the thing is that it's a really good story. Like there are times I'm like, oh whoa, that's cool, and like they sprinkle in a good amount of exposition throughout the series. There's some episodes that you would think they're filler, like, oh look, they're gonna go out and get pizza, and then they just reveal something at the very end that's like super like whoa, you know. So you do have to watch
cool.
everything. The thing I am craving, and I know you're not gonna get it from this series, is like since watching so much anime, is like whenever they're fighting, I want to see something that's more impactful. I want to see something more violent, because you know when they hit someone, they just poof. And you see a gem fall on the ground. I'm like, that's it. You don't see blood. You don't
If
see
I
any.
remember correctly, Steven Universe has like direct homages to Utena.
Yeah, it's got
something
a
like
it's got a ton of like
Yeah.
shot for shot recreations
Yep.
of Utena stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of they have you can really tell that they're all about like anime and all the other references. Like they had one episode called Kiki's Pizza Delivery Service, and I was like, ha, I got it.
Poggers.
I got it. Because there's a character named
Ah,
Kiki in there.
I get it.
I wonder what that's in reference to.
I don't know. It's about some movie, but
Some pizza.
yeah, some pizza.
Reference to Futurama, because he's a
Kiki,
delivery guy.
do
Oh, I love Futurama. Cav, watch Futurama.
Yo,
It's-
Yeah, I
Yo,
watched
you gotta watch Futurama, dude.
selected episodes were like airing on our MTV, but that's about it. Like I never sat and watched through it all, like all seasons or
Cat-
episodes.
Cap, do you like metal music?
He's gotta watch Metalocalypse. Yes.
He's got to watch Metalocalypse. Yes!
Metalocalypse, dude. I have all the Blu-rays to
Yes,
that. It's
sir.
so good.
Wait, you have to watch like old school Adult Swim shows because that shit is the bomb.
Metalocalypse is like one of my favorites ever, but it's from 2006.
Dude,
So
oh,
I can't
that's
see it.
brutal.
Let's be honest, 2000s cartoons are the shit, so we're just gonna recommend
Hell yeah.
those for the time being. I can't remember
Yeah.
anything from the 2010s.
Yeah, I think
The 2010s,
Gumball is probably
yeah.
like one of the best.
For 2010s, it's recent, but I'm enjoying the Harley Quinn cartoon that's going right now.
Oh, Metalocalypse is actually pretty short. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Metalocalypse, the first season are like 10-minute episodes, and the rest seasons are 20 minutes, and then there's a movie. But it's so
Kev,
fucking
you gotta
funny.
watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
It's just all metal jokes and metal references. Like every place they go is a pun on a band name.
All right, you want to hear my my cartoons hot take?
Oh,
Okay.
what is
Oh,
it? What
no.
is it? What is it?
If you say anything about my favorite cartoons, you're dead.
Teen Titans Go is really fucking good.
I love
love
Yo,
that
dude,
show.
my
I've
guy.
heard that,
I
actually.
love
It's
Teen
really not that
Titans
bad.
Go. It's so
It's
adorable.
really not that bad.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
that show
It
is
is so
hilarious.
not bad.
Dude, me and my brother
has-
love it.
I haven't seen
It has some
I
of
love
my
how it just takes
favorite
the piss out
episodes
of
of
the
TV I've
original
ever
series.
seen. Yeah,
There
right?
you go.
It's
The-
fucking
They aired an
hilarious.
episode that was literally just the first episode of the original Teen Titans redubbed, and it's amazing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Also reanimated, just the same characters. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just
Wait,
straight up
wait.
same
Kat, have you
It's
ever
the
seen
same
the
first
original
episode.
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
one
I was
of
gonna
the.
say.
That's one of the few that I've seen.
Did you like it?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Kind of check my teenage, I guess.
Oh, My Life as a Teenage Robot, also super dope.
Oh, dude, I still remember
Yes.
the thing.
That sounds familiar. I think Son
I used
did
to
an
have a crush on
animation.
Jenny.
Same.
Definitely had a crush on.
I think
Jenny.
there's a
Yeah,
Son
we all
Tan
know that
animation
piece
of that.
animation.
There
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, we all know that one.
Shout out to my
I'm
man
ashamed that I
Zone
know
Sama.
Bless up. I fucking love Son.
Zone.
good.
Dude, my guy, Zone. Zone
Uh,
did-
made a
my,
good
life
one.
as
Good
a,
one.
my life as a teenage robot gave one of my friends her trans awakening moment when she was like 12.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Zone-
I get that. Yeah.
I get that. I feel
I dig
that. Dude, God, best old school like cartoons from like. Let's start with like Cartoon Network. We're talking like. Dun, dun,
Ed,
dun,
Eddie,
dun, dun, dun,
Kids
Ed,
Next
Ed,
Door.
Eddie.
Ed,
Yo.
Ed, Ed,
Yo, I was
That's
not
the
allowed
shit.
to watch Ed and Eddie as a kid. Like
What-
they were
what-
just like, no,
Where's
they're
Sean when
bad.
we need her?
Can we do episodes in the future on just like old school cartoons? Like a
I have
whole-
actually
We can do whatever the fuck we
episode about
want.
Saturday
My guy.
morning cartoons.
Yes, dude. I would.
Batman, the animated series, Spider-Man, all that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I'm like, even though I have several, I'm familiar with quite a few things, but I've also like, there's a bunch of cartoons that I just didn't watch or didn't watch
same.
a lot of. So I feel very uncultured whenever I hear everyone talk about like every show that came out in the.
There's a lot of
2000s.
American stuff that I feel like I would have loved, but we just didn't get it, like Voltron and He-Man and shit like that.
Oh,
G.I.
right.
Joe.
Oh no, the old Voltron and He-Man are terrible. Like low-key, they're trash.
I bet they were
were just-
great
A
when
lot
if
of
you were a
cartoons from the
kid.
'80s are kind of high-key trash.
It was
Mike
good-
and
it
Mike
was
from
good at
Mars
the
is
time.
fucking lit.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, we gotta talk about the Proud Family. Proud Family is my shit. That's the good stuff.
Proud
actually.
I don't
That
know
is-
that
I
that is
don't know
sharp.
what that is.
Wait, that was like one of the animated shows on Disney back when like Kim Possible was airing.
Oh, so
Gotta Google this.
everyone's really into the
I missed
Disney
that one.
Channel. I did not watch much from the Disney Channel. So,
I watched a lot of Kim Possible and the Proud Family. I was like, those are my thing.
I think I've
that
seen
was my
pic-
jam.
Proud Family? I don't think I've ever seen it.
dude, you want to talk like shows that like awaken stuff in you? Dude, Totally Spies, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just think Kim Possible awakened something. Like I was like,
Oh, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Dude, oh god.
I remember as a kid I loved Clover.
I think I'm Clover as well, man. God,
But the trick is you can't go wrong.
you can't go wrong. I don't know. I was always watching that show, and like, I think my brother questioned it. He's like, "Why are you watching that?" I'm like, "Oh no!" And I changed the channel because I'm a kid.
Oh, it's the story. Story's super good.
I'm just waiting for
Wait, do you
Toonami
do
to
you guys
start.
remember like the Sabrina the Teenage Witch animated series?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
little bit before my. No, it can't have been.
I thought
I
you said a
feel
little
like
bit before you being born. I was like, "Oh."
No, I was gonna say a little before my time, but I don't think that's correct. Now that I actually.
Well,
think I
like there was
saw
the
it.
live action series. I think it came out.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time. I remember like peripherally like seeing ads for it and shit, but I never watched it.
I remember a cut of the cat laughing and his head tilts back and you can like see the eyes bulging out. It's animated super weird.
Oh. Oh.
What's the cat's name?
Awesome.
It's like
Salem.
Yeah.
Salem.
Salem.
Yo, that's where I live. That's crazy.
He lives in Salem.
Doxed.
Confirmed. Find him
I live
right
in a
now.
cat.
Just walking around.
I am still walking around. I'm.
God.
I googled
know,
Salem. Salem Saberhagen.
I'm accepting all suggestions on non-weeb cartoons again.
Damn, you're gonna stop watching anime at one point, man, because there's a lot to watch.
I just want to educate myself, you know.
Dude, imagine if American animation just had like 40 different shows every 3 months.
If they ran the same deal as
Yeah, if they ran the same deal.
Dude, we're
as
not
a
the-
much
Hell
smaller
yeah, let's
country.
overwork our animators.
or the our cartoons podcast.
Please, American cartoons are not produced in America. They're all
They're
Korean.
produced in Korea.
Yeah.
You're right.
And as we know, Korean stuff is still anime, so it's anime.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
Tower of God is
Oh. You
anime.
I like how
Avatar
there's less
is
of
an
a debate on
anime.
Whether like say the Proud Family is like a cartoon because it was produced in Korea, more than like there's a debate about whether anime is anime because it's produced in Korea. And it's just like
Yeah, but I
Man,
just find it
that's crazy.
I find it so fascinating that a much smaller country can produce so much more animated content. Like why do they have such a
I mean,
why wouldn't there be an equally big audience
it's not
in
like they-
America?
It's not. There's definitely more animated shows in America than there are in Japan. It's just in Japan, a thing will run for 12 episodes and then stop.
Done.
dude,
Yeah.
Collapse made a good
Like-
point. Jimmy Neutron. I watched the
Oh,
hell
that was
out of
good
that.
shit.
That was
Oh.
so good.
That's anytime I see a
Danny
clip
Phantom
or a
was my shit,
picture,
too.
I'm
I love
Oh,
Danny
Disney
Phantom.
Phantom. Now that's where it's at.
You-
Love that show.
He's a phantom.
Danny Phantom,
Jimmy
yeah.
Neutron is like nightmare fuel to look at. It's so gross.
I know now it is.
Yo, I saw some clips from it recently, and it looks hideous.
It is
I don't know
awful.
how I ever enjoyed
Okay,
that.
if you want to talk about hideous, you got to talk about like the movie itself. That was like before the series, I think. That shit was disgusting.
How about Cubics? Y'all watch Cubics?
I saw the preview
Robot made
only.
of
Cubics is technically anime. I'm gonna say that right now. It's on Mal. I found it on Mal. It's
Is it really?
technically- Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Cubics robots for everyone.
It was some shit. Those kids look awful.
Hey, do you guys remember like Benny the Jet or something? Like
No.
the little blue airplane with the Thomas face?
Yes,
The
I
little
did.
helicopter.
Only the name.
Oh, dude, can we say that like Thomas the Tank Engine was a cartoon because it was I don't know if it's a cartoon, but it was a series that I liked as a kid.
Something.
Okay, and it was also narrated by George Carlin, which was super dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not
dude.
know that. What the fuck?
R.I.P.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was. There's like 8 seasons narrated by George Carlin. He was
Oh, I
really
need to
good
watch
at it.
this.
Hmm.
He doesn't swear at all. He's just like he has like such.
Well,
a
of course,
great
it's a
narrator
fucking
voice.
kids show.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like he does such a good job with it. It's fantastic.
I didn't know
Ringo,
that George
Ringo
Carlin-
Starr also narrated Thomas the Tank Engine.
Ringo
Yes,
Starr.
I remember.
What?
Yeah.
What? There are debates on whether who is the better narrator, and it's like
Yeah.
kind of funny to watch.
I did
Oh
know
my
that
God.
Carlin did some kid stuff. He was in the Cars movie.
He's done like
He was in the
audiobook
Car-
for his
who
own
was he in
books,
the
and
Cars
they're like
movie?
really fun to listen to. Like his reading voice is great.
Who is he
I
in
don't
the
know who
Cars
he
movie?
was specifically, but he had like a stoner voice, and
Are you serious? I
Yeah.
fucking love Cars. That movie's awesome.
Cars is an underrated Disney.
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think
He
it's
was,
underrated
he
at
was
all.
the
What are you
hippie van, dude. He was the old Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Really?
Why does the third light always slower, man?
Oh, nice. I've always wanted one of those cars.
Dude, one day, dude, don't worry, man. Just for a card. And you'll
We'll
get
take a
it.
road trip in one of those vans, dude. It would be a vibe.
Oh God. A
Road
road-
trip to ANYC or home.
Wait. I was gonna ask. Have you guys seen the picture where it's like there's a road trip from like Poo Poo Point, Washington to like Pee Pee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pee-pee.
Megan, how far do you live away from Poo Poo Point?
Let me look.
Washington?
God damn it. Let me look.
You have to just judge all distances according to those 3 points.
Megan, we have to. When we both have like stable incomes and stable lives, we have to make that road trip one of these days.
I will not have any of
fucking
those in the
I
future.
live like 50 miles northwest of Poo Poo Creek.
Let me see.
That's all you're getting. Now you have to find it.
All right, fam. I'm fucking
hit it in
hungry,
one
so I
piece
think
of
I've got a dip.
All right.
Yeah, we've been going on for a while, and we've kind of stopped
Yeah.
answering questions.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
you're just shooting this.
We're
shooting
just
it
talking
out.
shit.
This was
Gotta go
mad
to
fun,
bed.
though.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was great.
For
All right.
everyone who's
Tomorrow.
still listening, thank you so much
Thank
for sticking
you.
in, for all your
Yeah.
questions,
Good
for
back.
getting us to those sub goals that we're gonna have to.
What's our next
Or not
one?
sub
Next
goals,
one's like
but
what?
Stream goals.
10K.
4 emotes. We've got 4 emotes.
Yeah, 4 emotes. So
we did-
we'll organize that soon, and that'll begin in the next couple days.
All right.
Join the Discord.
Join
Get a
Discord.
Romeo variant ready.
Yep.
Oh God. And make sure you like,
We-
favorite, subscribe, and nut on the VCR, and nut on the VCR.
Yeah.
Nut on the VCR.
2019 in review coming this month. I swear to God.
Yeah,
God.
I
You
swear.
heard it here first.
Alright. All right, guys.
Later, fam.
Stopping,
Love you guys.
stopping the
True,
stream
Bye.
now.
Out.